Yo, what's going on out there in the land of YouTube? I feel like we just left each other. I feel like we were just together. I feel like we were just together. I actually wasn't. I had to take my dog outside for a walk real quick, give him a bone. Yeah, so we do have Dragon Net Transparency on today. We're going to do that. Tomorrow night, just so you guys know, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, we're going to have on Waltco. Waltco, remember, does anybody remember Waltco Act from Mississippi? The pigs that hemmed those guys up and tried to murder them, shot one guy through the mouth. They pled guilty today. So that's what happened. They pled guilty today, and they are now in prison in Mississippi. So that's a good thing there. Now I can see your chat. Walco Act. That's right. Thank you, Mikey B. I appreciate that. It's Walco Act. Walco Act is on tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. So everybody, I wanted to open up the show today with a video that I think SWE Observer sent me this video. So I thought we would just take a couple of minutes and just enjoy this song together. How many people here are in the mood for a song? It's a pretty intense day. If you don't know, I have not slept since yesterday because I've been dealing with this dollar high situation over there in Oklahoma. So I didn't get any sleep at all. I didn't get any sleep at all. Jeff Lloyd is going to be coming back around. Can everybody do me a favor? Everybody in here right now, just hit the like button. Just take your finger real fast. And Franklin, good to see you, man. Reprehensible, hit the like button. There's a thumbs up down there, Avery. Just take your finger. Mr. Hans, shoot me an email so I can know who you are. We can talk on email and get to know you. Hit the like button if you would, please. Leroy, hit the like button. Thank you. Martin, hit the like button. KT, hit the like button. Jody, Integrity News. Chevy, what's up, Playboy? Discipline of him, hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. And then if you would do me one more huge favor, I don't care if you're watching this next week, next month, next year. I don't care if you're watching this in the next millennial in the year 3000 and they're like, holy shot, there was people around in 2000. Do me a favor, put in the comments OTVO, which stands for Overturn Terry versus Ohio. That's what it stands for, because that's why I started going on social media. I started at the George Floyd protests in Los Angeles, teaching young black men that Terry versus Ohio is what's decimated the black community. When the cops could go into the black communities in the 80s and say, hey, we're just going to go roughshod through here and Terry stop everybody. That's what ruined the black community. It created the black community police state. And now that police state has slowly just kind of crept all over all of us. And so in celebration, who's in the mood to celebrate? I mean, I'm dealing with guys in jail. A woman just had her child stolen. The 6-year-old little girl is now in the custody of some strangers that she doesn't ever spend any time away from her mom. She's homeschooled. So that little girl right now is completely out of her element. She's 6 years old. So I was scrolling through earlier, and SWE Observer sent me a link for a video for today's feeling. So I just want to know how you guys feel. Team DLZ, Delete Laws Clips is in the chat. Delete Laws Clips Reloaded. What's going on? That's right, Mr. Hans. It started in the black community, and now it's on all of us. They're putting it on all of us. We don't stop. Okay, so SWE Observer, he's not in the room right now, but I love you, buddy. Thanks for sending me all the videos you send me. He sent me a video today, and I was like, you know what? I've got to share that with Team DLZ. Who's ready? Who's ready for a song? Is anybody ready for a song? Is anybody ready for a song right now? Who's ready for a song? Anybody? Can you just say, you're ready for a song? Okay. It's a little bit stressful, but you know what? We are gonna sing this song together. This is gonna be amazing. This is by Kamala and Haley, Back the Blue, the official music video. You thought you were ready? You are not ready. They put his name in the corner down there, Phil Keegi. Phil Keegi. He's like, I mean, he must be sergeant or captain or officer or lieutenant. He's got his kind of like off green blue shirt there. Is that blue? Is it green or blue? I can't see.
Back to blue.
Ooh, that face in the end she does right there. So passionate.
Back to blue.
Ooh, give it, girl. Give it. Give it. There's the cops. There's the flag. It's not about officer safety. So I thought I would just drop down here in the comments. And just so you know, before the song even began, I said both of their dads were pigs. I'm definitely going to cover this video tonight. I can't wait to show my crowd this. They even feature their pig dads in this. And then when you go down, if you're ever in a tense standoff with the cops, just start singing the song. It works every time. The blue appreciates a little backing. These boots are not going to lick themselves. Good job, ladies. Tell me you hate freedom in a song. These two, we got you. During the Nazi occupation of Paris, the Germans actually left the police force in place after and during the retaking of the city by Allied forces and the French resistance. 2/3 of the police were executed due to the ease in which they had gone Nazi collaborators. This speaks to the type of people that would choose a cop as a career. Back the blue till it happened to you. I mean, they got roasted in the comments. And then down here, you start to get every once in a while, you start to get a couple people who are like, yay, we back the blue. Anyway, I saw that earlier. I thought it was the worst thing I have ever seen. It was like a car wreck. And so I was like, you know what? I mean, I thought I should share this with you guys because my face literally hurts from my cheeks just being like, ugh, this is the worst thing I ever saw. So I just wanted to share with you guys. I do have on tonight, I have Dragon Net Transparency on tonight. This is Dragon Net Transparency right here. So she is sitting right now at 1.58 subs right there. So let's everybody, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. If you got to step away for a moment to go subscribe over here to Dragon Net Transparency, you're going to meet this lady in just a moment. But I'm going to show a couple of the videos before we get into talking to Dragon Net. Her and Colin were kind of talking before we started. So this video, police use pit maneuver on car rushing mom to emergency room. I actually think I saw this one on a different channel, though. Police officers and deputies arrest across the country. She puts up these videos that we've covered a lot on this channel. I have watched a lot of these videos on her channel because I appreciate people who put up the body cam footage and stuff like that. We'll watch the video here.
We got a pit. We got a pit.
You guys laughing.
3 feet.
I mean, look how aggressive pigs are. Look at how aggressive we've allowed pigs to be in our country. This is the reason why this channel right here is growing by 65,000, 70,000 subs every month, because we are the resistance.
Female.
I mean, that cop pitted their car in the middle of the road, not caring if he killed either one of them.
Hands! Show me your hands!
Tahira Hart and her 18-year-old twin daughters, shocked and scared.
Keep your hands up. Hey, look here. I need you to stop. Oh, 1 second, 1 second. Hey, driver. Driver.
Look at the effect that the pig has had on these women in this car.
Hold them real quick. Hold them real quick. I'm about to call.
Hold them with what? Jeff hates pigs. Hold them with what? Hold them with what? Your gun on them.
Hey.
Here's what led to this. 1 month ago, Hart had undergone a surgery and was discharged. But just hours later,
my chest started hurting real bad, and it started feeling like it was tightening up. So I told my kids, come on, let's go, take me back to the emergency room. While we was on our way, my left arm went numb. I had a shooting pain.
So she was having a stroke. I mean,
my left hand went numb. And I told my baby Kenosha to hurry up and get me there.
racing against the clock. Her daughters, Kenosha and Kiosha Moss, head to Baptist Hospital in Little Rock. Speeding on I-630 with hazard lights flashing. Initially, Little Rock police begin to pursue the family, but soon they catch the attention of Arkansas State Police Trooper Monte Hernandez as they exit on Baptist Health Drive.
I said, slow down and pull over so the police can come beside us and direct us there. Next thing I know, we got hit.
So he immediately pits them.
Do what? Were y'all in pursuit?
And listen how the cops are talking. We all in pursuit of this car, and they're screaming, "Please help my mother! Please help my mother!"
Kenosha is then handcuffed.
Oh my God! Look at the mother.
What's wrong with your mother?
She had surgery about 3 days ago.
Kenosha tells 7 on Your Side it all happened so fast.
I'm thinking I hit somebody. Then the car turned around. I just seen a whole bunch of guns and flashlights pointing at me. He's screaming, "Get out the car, get out the car." I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should get out the car. I don't know if I should stay in the car. I just put my hands up. I was just like, just help my mama. I was shaking. Like, I felt like I couldn't even walk. Like, I was so scared. I just closed my eyes, got out the car, still had my hands up, and just walked, like, to where they could see me.
I mean, can't those pigs tell that they're terrified? That's what they want. They want us to be terrified of them. I'm not afraid of you, nasty pigs.
And I just closed my eyes because I didn't know if that was gonna kill me. I didn't know I don't know what they was gonna do.
Eventually, she was uncuffed and allowed to take her mother to the ER.
Wait. Look at the pig over here that's uncuffing her. They're telling her that the mom is deathly sick. She just got out of the ER, and they're rushing her back to the hospital. Look at this pig right here with the baseball cap on the far right. You can see my arrow over here. Watch him when he uncuffs her.
She was uncuffed and allowed to take her mother.
Shaking your head about what?
Eventually, she was uncuffed and allowed to take her mother
Why aren't you giving her an escort, you stupid pig?
to the ER. But Trooper Hernandez wrote her a ticket for fleeing, a felony.
No way. Put a 1 in the chat if that is just so. This woman is rushing her mother to the emergency room. And in the process, a pig sees her speeding, pit maneuvers her, pulls her out of the car. They get out screaming hysterically, "My mom, help my mom, help my mom." And then that pig gives her a felony ticket for driving fast to the hospital. What is this? The United States government gets to do whatever the hell they want, but the citizens are just the subjugated peasant slaves? I've already said it. I'm king of the peons. I'm running for governor to be king of the peons. That's why I'm running for governor, because somebody like me has to get into office. I will not relent with these bastards. I will change this from the top down. They will not wear that crap that they're wearing. They're not going to be wearing. Take a look at what this pig is wearing. He's not going to be wearing that says police on it. He's going to be wearing a peace officer's uniform that's white and yellow. That nasty pig right there. He's not going to be sitting there shaking his head. He's going to be covered in yellow and white, and it's going to say peace officer on it. And he's not going to have any guns. None of that crap. We'll have guns in the car. You're not going to run around with guns. You don't help anybody when you got your gun on you, Johnny, on the spot, so you can murder people. You filthy, nasty, disgusting pig. He gave her a felony ticket for rushing her mother to the hospital, then shook his head instead of escorting her. You have earned the hate, you nasty pig. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not sorry. I can't stand these pigs.
And allowed to take her mother to.
I mean, this has just got me just.
Eventually.
This has just got me just pissed. Look at this. This has just got me pissed off. Sorry. Watch this pig on the right here. takes her out of torture cuffs. She's running to the car to get her mom to the hospital. And he's like, dumb black girl, dumb black girl. You could just see it. I mean, I'm sorry. Not everything's racist. Pigs are racist. Oh my goodness. Like that was just some, let me put the speed back on normal. Let's see what the end of this thing says.
Trooper Hernandez wrote her a ticket for fleeing a felony.
Ticket.
I'm just being apologetic, scared. I'm 18 years old. I don't know what to do. I've never been in this position. Never thinking I'm going to ever get hit by a state trooper. I'm thinking they're going to help us. No help.
No.
Just sad.
On Monday, Kenosha Moss pleaded not guilty in North Little Rock District Court. Her trial is set for September 6th.
Whoa. We have got to come back around. Well, this is just a sample of what DragonNet Transparency offers here on her channel. And so this is her channel here. And so we can watch a bunch of these videos. But what I want to do right now, whoops, sorry about that. I didn't know that was my position over here. I'm actually going to bring DragonNet Transparency on now. Are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, DragonNet, how are
Hi.
you? Now, how do you like to
Okay.
be pronounced? How do you like me to pronounce that?
I'm fine.
What's that? There she is.
It's
Hey, kid.
Dragonette.
DragonNet.
It's Dragonette. Yeah, Dragonette.
DragonNet. Okay.
Yes.
So
It
do you like to
started
be called
out with
DragonNet?
Dragon, but everybody thought it was. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
thinking
So
of
DragonNet.
legally changing it to that.
You're going to legally change your name to DragonNet?
Yes.
Okay.
I
So what
said
got,
I was thinking of it, but probably not.
what got you into posting the videos of the police body cam footage?
Well, it was basically my generation and my parents' generation that kind of let the government get out of control. So I feel a responsibility to my grandchildren to try and get a leash on it as much as possible before I'm gone. So I just watched other people and saw it for myself that they are breaking the law more than the criminals,
Yes.
and decided to go out and record.
Wow. So you're going out and actually auditing cops and filming them?
Yes, I have been up until this incident that I'm having in court.
Okay, so now let's jump into that. So we talked about 2 weeks ago or so, and I didn't know it, but you're being prosecuted and persecuted. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes.
And what's the name of the county, city, state that you're being persecuted and prosecuted in?
Okay, it's Rutherford County, Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
And
And
Tennessee is
Rutherford County, yeah, Rutherford County covers several cities, but Murfreesboro is almost the size of Nashville now. But I can tell you what happened is I recorded one specific police officer that had his girlfriend in his cruiser. He's the guy that is pushing this, and the man that assaulted me. The man that
Really?
assaulted me was never charged.
So you caught a trooper in his patrol car with his significant other?
Yes. And I recorded it. It was on my old channel. It was one of my earlier videos. And
Were they in the act of coitus?
not completely. Not completely.
They
But
were
it
kinda
looked like it was headed that
kind of getting into some
Right.
handsy feely stuff. So that video is not going to be on
Right.
this page?
No, it was on
Okay.
the channel that YouTube took down for violence. And I believe they were getting the complaints from the sheriff's office.
What's the name of the cop? What's his name? What's the name of the cop?
His name is Deputy William Travis. William Travis.
And he's on the Rutherford County Sheriff's in Tennessee. So here it is. Here's
in fact.
Go ahead. In fact, what?
Yeah, he was the so-called investigator. He was the so-called investigator on my case, but he never spoke to me.
And the same guy you caught in his car was the investigator on your case against him? Is that correct?
Against me, yes.
So
But I've never met
through.
him. Never
But let's walk.
asked my side.
Let me stop you real quick. I'm going to walk you back 2 feet here. So you are out with your camera. Are you out cop walking? Is that what's going on? Or do you just see some cops so you pull over to film them?
There's one small little park here that's a very good hiding spot, and I catch deputy cars there on a daily basis, and he just happened to be one of the ones that I recorded.
Mm-hmm. What's the name of that park?
It is the hydroponic waterfall. It's a man-made waterfall.
Okay. Congratulations to the new sergeants. 3 new. Yeah, these guys look real trustworthy. This guy over here, he looks real trustworthy. Oh, yeah, I would trust him. He wouldn't cheat me. And this guy hasn't covered up murders and rapes and deaths. He hasn't, has he? Looks like he has.
Now, that's the sheriff. That's the sheriff that I tried to speak with.
What's his name?
Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick. So explain to me what happened.
But I called him and asked him if he would speak with me, and they said he would call me back. And 3 days later, I received a pamphlet in the mail requesting me to donate funds to the deputies.
What? What'd you say?
Yeah.
Throw that away?
I said, I asked the sheriff to have a conversation with me. He sent me a pamphlet to donate funds to the deputies fund. He wouldn't call me back.
So
now that was the sheriff.
So you are going through the waterfall, the man-made waterfall, and you see a sheriff's deputy's car there. And so you have made a thing. You're going to film cops. So you go up and you start to film this cop, and he's a little handsy-pansy with his chick in the car, and they're in a cruiser, and it's during company hours. So you film this, but you don't keep the film on your phone. You don't have that film anymore.
I put it on my channel, the one that was taken down. I didn't have a backup.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's not the only deputy that I have recorded there. I've recorded a lot.
Do you have the same phone? Do you have the same phone that you use to record the deputy?
Yes.
Well, then you still have the video. You still have the video on there.
I can't find it. I can't find any of the.
Is it an Android or an iPhone?
Ones that I'm not very.
Right.
It's an iPhone.
Okay. So then I can probably call a couple places there in Tennessee and find a place that we can do the logistics on it and probably get the video off that phone, because it's still there. The videos never actually leave the phone, which is a weird thing, but it's true. So we could probably pull that. Yeah. Your video is still on your phone. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's very strange.
Great.
You can delete a video, but it's still on your phone. It's still there. So, okay. So you film him, and then they sent you something.
I have recorded 5 or 6 there.
Okay, you recorded 5 or 6 of them, and then they send you a thing to donate money, and you say, I'm not going to donate money, and then they charge you with a crime?
I'm sorry.
They charge you with a crime?
No, what happened was I was not for that. They
What'd they charge you with a
eventually
crime for?
charged me with a crime.
What crime is that?
Well, what I was charged with has nothing to do with that. I was behind a school bus, and a citizen called the police and said I was stalking his child.
What?
But I was just, yes. And because I went down his street twice, they considered that stalking.
And they've charged you with stalking a child?
Yes.
Do you know the kid?
Which is a Class C felony.
Do you know the kid?
I don't know which child. No, I don't. The only way that I know them is the man on the video that cursed me out and assaulted me. Now that video is on my channel now.
Wow. Now this is the second time today we're hearing stories like this. So you filmed the cops, you caught them at the waterfall playing hanky panky, and then the random citizen who calls the police on you, what's his connection to the police?
I haven't been able to find out. But
you have a Sixth Amendment right
has
to
a
face
big
your accuser.
connection.
Right. Who's the accuser? What's his name?
Right.
It's what?
Johnny Barrett.
Joni Barrett in
Barrett.
Johnny Barrett or Joni?
Johnny.
Johnny
Male.
Barrett. Johnny Barrett. And he's in Johnny Barrett.
Yes.
And he's in Murfreesboro.
Yes.
Tennessee. I put that in the chat.
Yes.
Oh, I see an old friend in the chat. I hope he's doing okay.
His street address is the same as his name.
Okay.
He
Got
has some kind of connection with Barrett weapons manufacturer.
Oh, so he works
Possibly.
hand in hand. He works with the cops then if he's providing weapons?
Well, he's connected with the weapon. I think he's connected, a relative of the Barrett gun manufacturer
So
that make guns.
Okay. Okay, Dragonette. So I'm a little confused here. So you're driving down the road in your car, and you go down a road. Is the town you live in like 500 people?
No, there's a lot more. But
Okay.
he lives in a little cul-de-sac.
So you drove down his cul-de-sac more than once, and so you're stalking him, even though you've never called him, you've never reached out to him, you have no relationship with him?
Correct. Because if you show my video that's on my channel, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
What's the video called?
It's called This Is What Happened to Me. I think that's the name of it.
This is what happened to me. Okay. So
Let me see
is it
if
one
I
of the
can
first
find
videos
it.
that you posted on here?
Pretty much. Yes. Yes.
From one officer channel,
Okay,
another.
here it is. Arrested for having
Got
a
it.
dash cam is what it's called.
Hey, turn yours off, will you?
Now it's going to have some bad language.
That's okay. Bad language is okay.
You might not think so after he gets through.
Okay. So she's just driving down a road here. She's just driving down the road. What?
Can I help you?
Why are you recording children getting off the bus?
Why are you?
What? She's recording children getting off the bus? Is everything? This is the most ridiculous culture we've ever created. You can't have anything to do with a child ever. If you ever even see a child, you should run the other way if you see a child. Don't go anywhere near the child. Don't go near a child. Don't follow a bus. Don't be near a child.
You stopping me?
Because my child's one of the children you're fucking recording.
I
What? What?
am watching the
Why?
to make sure that they follow the laws.
Why are you following
Do you
children?
have
and
a
recording
problem
children?
with
Yeah,
me?
I do.
Then call the police.
They've already been called.
Okay, then tell me where they're going to
So
be.
why are you recording children getting off
I
the fucking bus?
I'm not
Is it a crime to record kids getting off a bus? I don't think that it is.
recording children. I am recording a government.
Because I will fuck somebody up if they fuck with my kid.
I am not fucking with
You
your
a fucking
kid.
child sex trafficker?
What?
That's ridiculous.
What? What the hell is going on in our country? And the cops set this guy up to do this? Oh, hold on. I lost you there. Dragonette, the cops set this guy up to do this to you?
Yes.
They literally
Oh
set
no,
you
he
up.
did this on his own.
No.
He did this on his own.
No. Sorry. No. You're
Maybe
incorrect.
not. Maybe not.
No, he didn't. Put a 1 in the chat if the
But
pigs
I
worked with this guy to set her up.
I tried to have him arrested for assault, and they refused to arrest him because if you keep watching, he reaches
hold on.
in the car and hits my hands.
Hold on, Dragonette.
Knocks
Hold on.
the phone out.
Hold on.
Why is it ridiculous to have her recording my
Hey,
fucking child
you can
again?
Kiss my ass.
You can
If your
kiss my
child-
fucking
if your
ass.
child is
You
in
understand?
public, there's no expectation of privacy in public.
So,
Oh, really?
Really?
Suck my fucking cock, you dumb old
You
cunt.
get some
so wait a minute. He goes from 0 to angrily hostile at you. You're an effing C word within 2 seconds flat, and the cops didn't set him up. What? So tell me this, Dragonette. Why are you driving down the road? How come you're driving down the road in America being a free person? Why are you doing that? Where are you going? Oh, I'm sorry. You're muted. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Because I was actually following the school bus because it was running the house. And
Didn't hear anything. Say it again.
Board
Say
of
it again. Say it again. Say it again. Didn't hear it.
I was driving behind the bus because the bus was running the stop sign in front of my house.
Oh, so you
Every
went to
day.
go.
With kids.
Okay, so you went to go talk to the bus driver about him running the stop sign in front of your house every day.
I was
that correct?
recording the bus driver running.
Oh, so
I
you
was
weren't even going to
recording
confront
the
him.
bus driver
Okay, so you were just
to
record. You
take
weren't going
to the board.
to take it to the board of the school.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So let's keep watching.
somebody
You
else
think that
to
you
do
can
it.
record my fucking
I can
children and
record
child sex
anybody out
trafficking?
here.
You can't
I
record
can
my fucking
I
child.
can record
I'll beat
anybody
the
out
fuck
in
out of
public.
you. You
Wow,
ain't
he's threatening you on camera, threatening to assault you.
do a
Yeah.
goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Let's get you on camera.
Go ahead. If you record my child one more time and
If-
continue
If
following
your
this
child
bus,
is-
Who the hell is this guy, bro? You
let's
know
get
what?
You on camera.
go ahead.
You're real.
If
tough,
you record my
you're real,
child-
you're real tough to an old lady. I'd put you on the ground in 2 seconds flat, bud.
One more time and continue following.
Look, bro, I'd put you on the ground in 2 seconds flat. This guy is a setup by the pigs. Guarantee it. Okay, so what happens next? So I'm going to pause this real quick. I'm going to bring you back on here, DragonNet. So then what happens next? The cops, he calls the cops and the cops come out to your car?
Well, actually, I ended up calling them because he hit me.
Why? Right. Okay.
He hit my hands to knock the phone out of my hands.
Right.
So
right.
I called for an assault. The cop said that he couldn't see an assault or intimidation on that camera.
You're kidding me. You're absolutely kidding me. Did you tell the cop what you were doing, that you were following the bus? What statement did you make to the cop when you call? Number one, people who are watching this, do not call the police. Trust me, I tried it last year to get help. It doesn't work. You call the cops, you call a problem for yourself. 100%. Don't call them. Trust me. I learned the hard way.
Yeah, he called as well, so it didn't matter. He called as the same time that I did.
And said that you were doing what?
Stalking.
His kid?
He said I was recording children for sex trafficking.
Not illegal. It's not illegal. You can have a dash cam and record all the children you want. This country is becoming a freaking nanny state joke. What are we talking about here? So, okay, so the cop comes out. Are you in your car when the cop comes? Do you stay on the scene and wait for the cop to get there? Okay. So the cop comes out, and when the cop gets there, what happens?
I showed him the video, and he said he couldn't tell if the man had assaulted me or not. That I had to go to the...
You called the cops who hate you.
I didn't know that. I didn't.
They hate you. What do you mean you didn't know that? I mean, what are you talking about? If you record cops that hate you.
That's true. But he called too.
I get it.
He called too, and I didn't want to leave the scene of something that I was being accused of.
You weren't being accused of anything. He was accusing you of stalking his son, who you don't even know who his son is. You don't even know the man.
He was accusing me of looking for children to be human trafficked.
He watched Sound of Freedom before it came out and decided that you were one of the drug cartel child predators. I don't know. I mean, have you kidnapped children before? Do you have a history of kidnapping children? Have you kidnapped a child before? Have you been accused of abducting a child before? Any kind of pedophilia charges in your past?
No.
Any kind of grooming charges? Anything at all that we need to know about?
I've never had a parking ticket.
So the cop comes out.
I've never even had a parking ticket.
I heard you. The cop comes out, and what does the cop say, and what does the cop do when the cop gets there? He looks at the camera and says, "Hey, I can't see what's going on here." And then what happens?
He tells me to go to the sheriff's department the next day. And
am I being detained, or am I
get a warrant?
For him, for the guy that assaulted you?
Oh, no, I was free to go.
Right, but so you're supposed to go back to the sheriff's office tomorrow so you can get a warrant on the guy who clearly hit your phone. We saw it. Everybody saw it.
Yes.
Whoa.
So I did that. And they sent me back to get the address
of the guy's house,
which made me pass his house twice. So
go down the road and come back because it's a cul-de-sac.
Right. So I was, the stalking in Tennessee says if you do it twice.
Okay.
I've
so
only been down that road 2 times.
Okay. So they gave you so you go to the sheriff's office the next day. And when you get to the sheriff's office, they tell you to go to the house. You go to the house, get the address. And then what happens?
That night I'm arrested.
Where?
At home.
So
when I'm in the bed.
You're in bed and they come to your house with a warrant for your arrest for stalking?
Yes. Yep.
This is unbelievable. This is really, I've had the most surreal day. That guy is working. I'll tell you what, tomorrow, Team DLZ, who wants to, tomorrow we have every right to redress. I'm going to be calling, it's called the Murfreesboro Sheriff's Department. And these are the people who charge you. The DA picked up the charges, Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. So the DA picked up the charges and followed through on these. Who's the district attorney prosecuting you?
Prosecuting me is Jennings Jones, but the assistant prosecutor is doing my case.
Who's the assistant prosecutor?
Tammy Riddig.
Tammy
Riddig.
Do you know how to spell that last name? Tammy Riddig. It's okay.
Riddig.
Ritty.
Rittigg.
Tammy Rittig. I put it in the chat down there, and she's with the Rutherford.
Chille, this is a bill that they have already sent me, and my case has not went to court. It says I owe $898, and I haven't even been to trial yet.
What do you owe $898?
This is for court costs just to this point.
Wait, they're charging you.
It's a list of.
I can't see it. You got to take a. You're gonna have to
there
scan
is
that.
a charge.
I can't see it.
Okay, I can send it to you. But there's a charge on here. There's a charge on here for me being in jail. For my time in jail.
They came to your house and arrested you. You were in bed. They pulled you out of your house in the middle of the night and took you to jail.
And
I don't know what's happening in this country.
Not only that, they pulled me out of my house while I was half naked and would not let me get my clothes. They let my husband bring my clothes to the door, and I had to dress outside in front of my neighbors and the male officer.
Right, because they're so afraid you're going to go grab a gun. They're so terrified. They're so scared. All the cops have been trained to be afraid in our country for officer safety, so they can keep the ruse of Perry versus Ohio.
That's true, but I also do have a concealed carry permit, and they knew that.
Right.
Because
are you going to pull it on the cops? Are you going to pull it on the cops and start shooting cops? Though? You've never even have a traffic ticket. If you have a concealed carry, there are statistics behind that. It's something like 98 or 99% of people who have a concealed carry license never break the law. Never. They don't break any laws.
Right.
98 or 90,
right.
even if it's 96%.
But that just let them know that I had a weapon. So they wouldn't let me come inside to even get dressed. I asked them to come in with me, that they could watch me get dressed. I just didn't want to get dressed in front of my neighbors. It was embarrassing enough to be arrested.
You'd never been arrested before, right?
But to have to dress outside in the yard.
I know you're not supposed to ask.
I've never had
you're not supposed to ask the lady how old is she, but how old are you?
I am 66.
You're 66. You've never been arrested. You started recording police. You caught a cop at the waterfall. And then the next thing you know, the cops are coming to their house and arresting you. Some guy's running out and saying you're stalking his child and you want to kidnap his kid that you don't even know if his kid's a girl or a boy. You have no idea. And so they're charging you with a felony now for driving down the road. And this woman, Tammy, what's her name again? Tammy Riddig. She's actually prosecuting you.
Yes.
I see it. Yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy. That is just, have you reached out to anybody for help? Have you hired an attorney?
I have reached out to everyone.
Have you hired an attorney?
Well, I've been through 2 public defenders, and now I have the 3rd one.
And they want to make you, I'm just going to guess here, they want you to do a plea deal?
I did a plea deal.
What?
But the attorney and Tammy Riddig.
You took a
the
plea deal?
attorney and Tammy Riddig forced me to sign a piece of paper while I was sitting in the courtroom for 5 hours with a broken back. So I went pro se and had that plea deal reversed.
Right. What I'm just curious. What was the plea deal? You went pro per, represented yourself, dumped the public. So you were gonna take a guilty plea to harassment?
No. The last public defender talked me into signing it because I was sitting with a broken back.
Why is your back broken?
And he kept telling me, if all you have to do is sign this paper. I fell out the door and I broke my back and had court the next day.
Your back is broken? Is it really broken?
Yes. And I had proof. So when I went pro se back and filed a motion to have the police set aside, I won that motion because I had proof my back was broken that day. And they held me there 5 hours in pain. And the attorney kept saying, all you have to do is sign this and you can go home. So I signed it because I was in extreme pain.
Wow.
But 3 days later, I filed a motion and had that plea set aside.
Did you file a complaint with the bar for the public pretender who tried to railroad you?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. So, I'm going to.
So when is the next court date?
I'm going to. I go the 7th, which is Monday, but it is just to set the trial date.
Okay, so it's a pretrial hearing. Okay, so we have time to start making phone calls and reaching out to people. Boy, it's all through the South, Oklahoma, Tennessee, up north in Ohio, Louisiana, all of South Carolina, North Carolina. Right. It's just, you have such a large population of boomers who are cop suckers.
Right.
Just total and complete
cop suckers. I have it on video. The officer that came to the incident stating that I was legally allowed to record and drive down that public road anytime I wanted. And then the next day I get arrested because this other deputy says I don't have the right to record, and he's the one that I recorded.
Oh, so he's involved on your ticket?
Fighting the record.
What's his name again?
He was just the arresting officer.
The guy who you recorded at the waterfall. He was
not involved in the incident.
No, but he's the arresting officer.
Is my arresting officer. Yes.
The same guy you recorded is the arresting officer. That is, and that was an embarrassment for them, right? Right?
I
That was
suppose. I mean, I just put it on my channel. I didn't have a clue that they were watching. But there
Wow.
was an anonymous statement that about all these places I had recorded, and only an officer would have known that. And an anonymous letter said I was recording police in parks, not knowing whether they were at lunch or doing a report. And well, yes, I can do that. That's legal. If they want to have lunch, they should go to their station.
I don't know what's going on in our country. We've become such a police state. I'm going to show a video after you get off here, and I'm going to show you how they just fabricate that this guy who they tase and beat, that he somehow attacked them with the taser and that he somehow tried to bite them. It's just made up garbage.
Right.
I'm going to show another video after that where they pull a guy over who's doing 16 miles an hour in a 25, and the cop says, "No, I'm not going to give it away." But the cop literally shoots himself in the foot by admitting that he has no idea what he's talking about and hems the guy up. We've given all of our rights to the cops, and it's all your fault. It's the boomers and the greatest generation that ruined this country by cop sucking, by being cop suckers. My generation, Gen X, most of us hate cops. Most of us don't like cops.
Right.
I was raised Gen X. I was a 90s kid, 80s kid, 90s kid, and we fucking hate them. Hate them. I think you know that I don't like
you right. You know, my daughter won't talk to me now. My daughter will not let me see my grandchildren. My daughter will not let me see my grandchildren.
Why? You have grandparents' rights, though. Did you
I'm
know
a
that?
cop watcher. Not in Tennessee.
Because you record police? Because you record police, your daughter won't let you see your grandkids? Right. They just tried this with Direct D in Arizona. The judge is trying to sentence him to 3 years of probation where he can't record Mesa police. That's what Direct D does for a living, trying to snatch away his income. And so now you're telling me that your own daughter won't let. How many grandchildren do you have from your daughter? How many children does your daughter have?
I have 2 and 1 step grandson. 2.
Well,
2.
Dragonette,
and
are you?
She is my only daughter.
Your only daughter won't. So she's a cop sucker.
Oh yes, her husband is high up in the military.
Who cares? Military and cops are not the same thing.
I know, but he's super cop sucker.
Oh, I see. So she's backing up her husband, who's back the blue. We back the blue.
Yes.
Disgusting. So
because they just got married a couple of years ago,
and they had a couple kids, and so you're in your 60s still. So your daughter's 30, maybe
32.
32.
32.
Wow. Well, how can we help you? I mean, I'm going to drop the link to her channel down here. Everybody can get over here and Colin, we'll make sure that we drop this on the main video as well and stick it in the comment section. Here's Dragonette Transparency's channel. Everybody, if you have to leave the live, just go over, subscribe to her channel, help her out, get her some more subs. And then YouTube nuked your channel for violence because you show cop footage. What about police activity? They show cop footage.
Well, they said sex and violence. I've never put any sex on my channel.
Oh, I know. DLZ Clips can tell you. My first channel got nuked because they said I was running porn on my channel. And then another channel got nuked. Yeah. They said I was putting porn on my channel. Then another channel. I've had 3 channels, 3 backup channels. DLZ Clips is running the 3rd. But the second backup channel got nuked. I think we've had 3 channels nuked. Then the second backup channel got nuked. And they said that I was reusing content from other creators. And at this time, I had never posted another creator on my page at all whatsoever. Nobody. just my own content because my content was being pirated so much. I didn't want to take other people's content. So, then the third one, they just tried to, they nuked DLZ Trifold. And I think that they nuked that and they said that it was, again, pornography, which I don't even watch porn. I have watched porn. I'm not perfect. I have, but it's not something I do regularly because it messes up your head if you watch too much of that garbage. So wow. So you have court the 7th, and that's just a pretrial hearing. So that's good. So we have time to get you an attorney, and then we have time also to make the phone calls to the, I mean, I just got to go to the South. I got to head over to Oklahoma and stop by Tennessee and just bring my big brass band with me because
they're not used to being recorded in Murfreesboro. Now, Nashville, they are. Nashville will leave you alone.
Oh, I hope
anywhere outside of Nashville.
I hope they don't.
Anywhere outside of Nashville, they think it's illegal.
In Murfreesboro, they think it's illegal? What did you say?
Yes.
Did you say they is that Rutherford County?
Yes.
Those are the police there?
Travis, William Travis, Deputy William Travis said it is illegal.
Thank you for calling the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office, located at 940 East Salem Highway, Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Police officers.
Please hang up and dial 911. If you know the extension of the party you are trying to reach, you may dial it at any time. Please listen carefully as the menu options have changed. For warrants and records information, press 1. For detention and inmate information, press 2. To request a patrol officer, report a crime, or to file a police report, please press 3. For the detective division, or to leave it.
Sheriff's Department.
I'm sorry, this is the Sheriff's Department?
Yes.
Hi, ma'am. My name is Jose DeCastro. I'm a journalist. And what I do is I go around the entire country and I film police in every different city, state, county in America. And I was just informed by a resident in your area that the police are telling people that it's a criminal act. All my calls are recorded, ma'am. Everything I do is recorded. I'm a journalist. I'm a real journalist. This is all I do for a living. I deal with cops face up because it is not illegal to film the police in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Is that a clear understanding there? That's the reason I called.
Okay, first of all, I'm a dispatcher.
Okay.
I'm not the police. I'm not the deputies that are out there saying anything.
You mean the ones abusing people and raping people and killing people? Can I talk to someone who's a cop over there?
Continue this conversation if you have an issue with our officers and what they
I want to talk to a cop in charge. Well, you sound like you're on their side. You sound like you don't give a damn about what I'm saying, that they're arresting people for filming cops. I don't want you to argue. I want to talk to a cop. I don't want to talk to you anyway. Put a cop on the phone. Put a cop on the phone.
Thank you for calling the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office, located at 940.
Sheriff's Office.
I need to speak with the officer in charge, the watch commander on duty right now.
Okay, if they're out on the road, I'll have to have someone call you back.
Out on the road doing what?
Patrol?
Yeah, but the job of police is to uphold our rights, not to patrol around the road to try to catch people.
Continue to do this, I'll have them take out warrants of harassment.
You can't. I'm not in Tennessee, honey. I'm calling to redress my government. It's not harassment. You can't turn a First Amendment protected activity into a crime. Hello, I identify.
Your First Amendment rights have been violated.
Absolutely. I'm telling you right now, that's why I'm calling to redress my government. I just had a resident of your county, lady, call me up and tell me on the phone, lady, that you guys are arresting people for filming and telling people that they can't film the cops. That's not the case. I'm calling to redress this.
Let me give you the number for the Office of the Professional Responsibility. That's the legal department, and you can speak with them. I can't assist you on legal matters.
Okay, I called to redress. I'm telling you what I'm hearing. You're the dispatcher. You're supposed to give me the number that you're giving to me now. So what is it?
Just a moment.
Okay. Sounds like you're a real cop sucker to me, though. Sounds like you backed the blue because it hasn't happened to you yet. Just as soon as it happens to your kid, lady, you'll find me and you'll call me. Oh, I'm sure it has happened. You just put it, you compartmentalized it. You forgot about it like all your friends said. Just let it go because you can't beat them. I'm no longer accepting the things I can't change. I'm changing the things I can't accept. And this is one of them.
Well, I would go back to law school.
Go back to law school? I'm a constitutional law scholar, lady. I tour the country suing bad pigs. What are you talking about? I'm in 4 active lawsuits right now, and I'm going to sue your department because I'm going to come there and I'm going to film the cops. If you arrest me, I'll sue you. So what's the number?
615-904-3098.
You just tried to tell me you're going to get a warrant for my arrest for harassing you. You're the dispatcher. Your job is to answer the phone, lady, and give me the information I asked for. I'm not harassing you. This isn't warrantable. I haven't threatened your life. I'm calling you and asking you for information, lady.
I didn't say anything about threats.
You said you're going to get a warrant for my arrest. For what? Because we live in a police state.
Right, and I answered your question with the phone number to call.
I got the number now. Thank you so much for giving it to me. We don't need to speak anymore, do we?
I don't believe so.
All right, then have a great night. So you don't try to get a warrant for my arrest for calling you on the phone, you tulip.
No, for continuously calling even though your questions were...
You hung up on me the first time, lady. Completely unprofessional.
I didn't speak with you the first time.
Listen, someone's got the cop stick stuck down their throat and their eyes are watering. That's what's going on over there. You guys are a bunch of cop suckers. That's a fact.
Well, I don't need the profanity.
There's no profanity in that. Lady, you are backing up cops who are telling people it's illegal to film them. Professional? You think this organization's professional? You think you're professional? Do you think you're professional?
I'm not talking foul language to you.
I said you're a cop sucker. I didn't call you any dirty names.
Oh, that's a pleasant name. Most people like to be called that.
Well, why do you back the blue? Because it hasn't happened to you yet or your kid.
Well, did it happen to you? Then you need to...
Oh my God, which time, lady? Listen, everything I do, I'm a journalist. Everything I do is recorded. Okay. I put everything online. I don't hide a damn thing. You guys do. You guys are the bad people. Well, the country's sick of you pigs. No, we're sick of pigs in this country. Okay, I'll call the other apartment. You have yourself a lovely evening. Oh, real professional lady. Try saying goodbye, chick.
Your call is being forwarded to a Mitel voicemail system.
Kyle Evans
Is not available. Please leave a message at the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press pound for additional options.
Mr. Evans, my name is Jose DeCastro. I'm a journalist. Every call I make is recorded. Everything I do is on the record. I just talked to a citizen in your county, and they just told me on a live stream with hundreds of people listening that your cops in Murfreesboro.
Recording deleted. Please record again.
What?
At the tone.
Can you hear me now? Do I got to talk like this? Mr. I forget, Kevin, I think that was your name was. I can't remember now because it cut me off and had me re-record my audio. So my name is Jose DeCastro. I'm a journalist. Everything I do is recorded. Everything I do is on the record. I just talked to a citizen from your county, and they told me that the police are telling citizens there that it's illegal to film the police. Well, let me tell you something. When I come through there, I'm going to come to your office. I'm going to record you. I'm going to stand right outside your building and record you right through the window. I can record anything I want from public. Anytime I want, I can record kids, grandmas, birds, dogs, cats, donkeys having sex in the grass. I can record anything I want. I'll call you again tomorrow. I'm so sick of this police state, prison state, death state in our country, persecuting and prosecuting people. It's crap. It's total crap. I'll call you again tomorrow. I got your number. I will call you again tomorrow. I'm going to keep calling because I'm going to stay on this case. It looks like I got to go to Oklahoma, so I'll just swing right through there. I'll bring myself and my big brass band, and we'll come marching down your street with our cameras rolling, which is a First Amendment protected activity. My channel, we're not for violence. We're for peaceful petitioning, protesting. That's what we're about here. Using our press, using our speech, using our right to petition. And that's why I sue so many bad cops. Win or lose, I don't give a damn. I'm going to cost you. You guys got some growing up to do there. It just chaps my ass. It just chaps my ass. So, okay, DragonNet. So you have court on the 7th, right? You got court on the 7th?
Yes, it's just to set it's just to set the trial date. The judge has already said he was not going to accept any more pleas. Because
what are you pleading? What are you pleading to? Why are you pleading to anything? You didn't do anything wrong.
Right. I told you I just signed the paper because I was being tortured by pain. They had me on the hard benches for 5 hours.
With a broken back. You're going to need an attorney.
And they knew it. I told them.
Of course. Who's going to be your attorney after the 7th? Who are you going to bring in for your attorney? Because
it's Amanda Gentry.
Well, you don't have to tell me her name out loud.
She's in Nashville.
But you have an attorney.
Yes, she's in Nashville.
Okay.
She doesn't know these people.
Good. Any attorney that has to go in the same court, the same judge over and over, the judge owns that attorney because the judge will rule against them on all their motions and all their cases if they try to fight back. That's why I was telling Heather Dollarhide earlier, you have to get an attorney in Tulsa that has to come in from a couple hours away because you can't have anything to do with these nasty, disgusting, colluding, small town garbage. That guy, you need to get a private investigator. I do all my own private. I got another guy who does private investigation work for me, but you got to find the connection between that guy and the pigs, the guy who came and yelled at you and assaulted you. And you filled out a proper police report and they didn't charge him?
Right.
That's a lawsuit. That's a violation of your 14th Amendment, equal protection under your law. That's a violation of your 14th Amendment. It's a violation. That's a 14th Amendment violation. They have to give you equal protection under the law. That is such crap. Okay. I'm furious. I haven't slept since yesterday because I was stressed out over Jason in jail and Heather and the kid. And so I guess I'm on one, whatever. Can you believe I called her and then they hung up and they said, oh, I'm going to get a warrant for your arrest for calling you?
I wanted to show you. That's what I've been dealing with.
We just saw
all my FOIA requests. I'm not able to get FOIA requests because they said that I have to pay $800 and something for the body camera footage. But I did get that through Discovery. But then they sent me this $900 bill that I'm supposed to pay, and probably before trial. I don't know.
No.
But this is for going through general sessions to get it to circuit court.
No, you need an attorney, honey.
But anyway, I have something I want you to see.
Okay.
This will make you laugh.
Okay, I can't wait for a good laugh.
Oh. Here, look.
I see it.
My jewelry.
Is that your handcuffs? Those are your torture cuffs on your wrist?
Well, they're not really
stick it on a pinky.
on my wrist, but yeah, they're little cuffs.
I want you to email me when we get off. I want you to email me over your FOIAs because I'll file the FOIAs. I'll file it under my name. If they don't give them to me, I'll sue them. That's what'll happen.
You have to provide us. You have to provide a Tennessee state ID to get any FOIAs.
Oh,
Rogue
is that the law?
That out. Yeah, that's the law. Rogue found that out. He tried to get it.
Rogue Nation did?
Yes, he tried to, when he was in Tennessee, something happened with him in Tennessee and he could not even get the records because even though he was the one being charged, he didn't live here. So he had to get someone from Tennessee, I think Heather Holt or someone, to get the records for him.
Really?
Because you have to provide state ID in order to get a FOIA request. And
that's a state law? I thought, but Freedom of Information Act, I thought it was a federal act.
Well, it's in the Tennessee Constitution.
That you have to have a Tennessee ID to get the body cam footage?
To get any FOIA request.
I got a question. In the state of Tennessee is saying that we can't get a FOIA out of the state of Tennessee without a Tennessee driver's license or identification card. Does that seem legit to you? What's up? This is DLZ. What's up, brother? Yeah, I'm sure you've heard of DragonNet Transparency on YouTube. But she tried to do a FOIA, and then I just told her, well, send me over your FOIAs, because they denied her FOIAs and said she can't file any more FOIAs because they're retaliating against her. And then I said, well, send me over your FOIAs via email, and then I'll submit your FOIAs myself. And if they don't give them to me, I'll sue them. And then she said it's in the Tennessee Constitution that I have to have an ID of Tennessee or a Tennessee driver's license to get the body cam footage there. Why would that be the thing? I'm a constitutional law scholar. If I can't see the footage, how's she going to know if it's a constitutional violation? She has no idea. They're telling her that she can't file for the body cam footage, that she can't get it. And if she's going to get it, she's got to pay $800. So an outside source can't get it. And if she's going to get it, they got to pay her $800. They got to pay $800. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't know how they came up with the number $800. Maybe it's per minute. I don't know. I don't know. It's under the Tennessee Public Records Act. So, well, we got to get this body cam footage. We got to get the footage. I mean, there's no way. And then she has to be able to file FOIAs. How can the police there tell her that she can't file FOIAs? DragonNet, did they tell you? Did the police tell you that you could not file any more FOIAs?
No, the clerk said until I pay the FOIA fees, which were $800 and something, then I could not receive the FOIA request.
So did they put that in writing?
They'll
or say
give it to me. I just have to pay for it.
No, but did they say you have to pay for it in writing?
It's
or did
in
they
my
say
email.
Okay, they sent her an email and said that she has to pay $800 to get
Right.
Send me that. Send me that. Send me that piece of paper. Forward that to me. DeleteLaws@gmail.com. There's a Z on the. Go ahead. We need, okay. So DragonNet, I need the first thing you ever filed for a FOIA. The very first thing the very first seed is what he just called it. So I need the very first FOIA that you filed, and then the very first response that they gave you. Is that correct? Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, and then, this right here, that's a good point. Blue Moon Revelations just said, how many people are going to be able to afford that when it's their turn? How many people can afford? I mean, look, I would have to crowdfund it. I would have to get on my computer and start crowdfunding. I mean, I don't have $800 just extra, just for fun, just to, I'm a regular person, so. Initial response, DragonNet, we need the initial request and the initial response. All right, I'm going to get that from her, and then when I get off this live, I'm going to give you a call back, all right? Hey, I covered one of your videos the other day too. Okay, talk to you soon. Thanks, brother. Anytime. Later, brother. Okay, so I need the first one you sent, and the first, and then just email that to me, and then we will. It's like Team DLZ, all we do is help people. All we do is help people. And we are not, okay, so this says here, thank you, Stargazer, only citizens of Tennessee have the right to inspect and receive copies of public records under the Tennessee Public Records Act, Tennessee Code 10-7-503A2A. Wow. Thank you, Stargazer. Wow. So let me ask you a question. Who do you think put that into the Tennessee state constitution? Who do you think would want to put that in there? What would be the motivation to limiting who can get body cam footage if they don't live in
the police?
Yeah, the police wrote the bill.
The police.
Yes. I made a video about this the other day. The police write so what's going on all over the country if you guys are unaware of what's happening? What's happening is the Fraternal Order of Police is taking ex-cops in every city, state, and federally, and then backing their campaign with Fraternal Order of Police money. And so they're taking a retired cop in Arizona like John Kavanaugh. John Kavanaugh is going to write SB 2319 in the state of Arizona. SB 2319 said that you have to have a 10-foot limit. You have to stay away from cops when you are recording them. John Kavanaugh was an ex-pig from the Northeast, either New York or New Jersey, where he worked as a port authority, and he went up to like sergeant, lieutenant, whatever stupid rankings they gave him. So John Kavanaugh was backed by the Fraternal Order of Police in Arizona when he moved to Arizona when he retired. He was then funded by the Fraternal Order of Police. They ran his campaign, and he won a congressional seat in Scottsdale, Arizona. The Fraternal Order of Police then gave him a bill that said, submit this into committee, that said that people have to stay at least 10 feet away from cops. They touted the bill as a police protection bill. The bill 2319 was passed. I don't know if 2319 was passed in the finality, but one of those bills that it was a derivative or 2319 was passed. Eventually, after it was passed and they put a 10-foot rule in Arizona, a federal judge struck down the bill as unconstitutional because it chills your First Amendment right to film public officials in their official capacity. That's what's happening all over our country. All over our country, in every different city, state.
Right.
So when you hear of an ex-pig running, tell everybody he's being funded by the Fraternal Order of Police to put in bills that will cut the transparency. I wonder, hey, Stargazer, can you do a little more research? Can you tell me when that was put into the Tennessee state constitution? What 2/3 of the, now, if I remember my government correctly, 2/3 of Congress in Tennessee has to say yes. Is it 66% or 70% of the Congress? I think it's 2/3 vote has to make a constitutional amendment. I'm pretty sure that that is for the federal constitution. I'm not quite sure if that's for the state constitution. So that's what I'd like to know. That's what I would like to know. So, damn it. Damn it. Is anybody here from Tennessee? Is anybody here from Tennessee? Because they can't cut off your right to file your FOIAs.
Tennessee
And they
accountability.
Tennessee accountability. But the thing is that if they want you to come up with $800, we probably can. What body cam footage are you going to get?
Well, hold on, Chille. Hold on. Now, hold on. I do have that footage. But the only way I was able to get it was to be pro se and get discovery. I could not get it before discovery.
Oh,
so I have the footage that they were charging me for, but I had to wait until discovery to get it.
And you can't give it to me. It's a crime.
No.
Is it not a crime?
Not until after court.
Right. But I believe in Nevada, I'm pretty sure it's a crime if you get discussed, because we're going through that now with LVMPD. So
right.
I don't know if it's a crime.
Well, I was told not to give it to anyone.
Yeah. 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 Of course you were told not to give it to anyone, but is it illegal?
Yeah.
Is it illegal? If it's not illegal, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Right. But it's supposed to be used at the trial, and that's it.
Wow.
But the body cam footage,
we have turned into just a gigantic mistake.
Everything that's wonderful. The officer that's saying you're legally allowed. My question is, where is the communication between the William Travis, the deputy that filed for my warrant? Where is the communication between him and that man that assaulted me? There is nothing that's except that he made a phone call.
Oh yeah, in America, all you have to do is call the cops.
Report was done over the phone.
So
yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to get these names from you. So the cop who took the call that would then issue the warrant for you, we have to figure out his relationship with the guy who assaulted you in the streets. We have to figure out the guy's relationship in the streets with the cops, because he doesn't come running outside and saying, "You're following my kid in a bus." Like, what a nutball. What a nutball. What an absolute nutball.
Well, I thought he was an officer. I told Heather when I made the bail call that he was an officer, because the way he came boldly out on the street behind the bus with his hand up reminded me of an officer. So I thought he was an officer.
Wow. Wow.
So.
Wow. So, I mean, so far it's just everything I've heard today has been just like this backwards world of, and then I saw today in New Jersey how, I'm not sure if you guys know this, not New Jersey, in Michigan. And, I love all people. So I love different races. I love gay people, trans. I don't care what you are, as long as you're a person and you're a good person. And so they're having all kinds of problems in Michigan right now with the Muslims tearing down the pride flags and having like fistfights with the gays in the streets. So two groups of people that we really don't need fighting one another, but it's just the whole world is turning upside down right now. And it's just so strange. I mean, listening earlier to Heather and her story of how they've railroaded this family. Okay. Anyway, so all right. So then let's you and I again talk Monday after your court case. Was there anything you wanted to say before I let you go? Because I wanted you to say anything else you want to say to the people, because we're going to have you back on next week after your court case.
Okay. Just that I believe that I have a huge a constitutional rights violation case, but I cannot find an attorney nor afford an attorney to represent me to actually sue the sheriff's department, because the entire sheriff's department is caught up into this.
I know some people.
So, I mean, I'm looking for someone that can not, I mean, you know, that can advocate for a lawsuit, not just getting rid of my criminal charges,
but suing them for them railroading you so far, for the whole thing. Every single thing you've told me today is perverse.
I mean, they've alienated my daughter from me, my grandchildren, because and they put me on all of the news stations, my name, my picture, and my arrest.
Is everybody listening
that was
to what
on
she's saying?
Channel 5, Fox?
Yeah. Is everybody listening to what she's saying?
If I am found not guilty, they're not going to put that on there. So people in my neighborhood hide their children
from you.
You know, I'm already guilty. Yes.
Wow.
People in my neighborhood hide their children from me because I have been broadcasted on all the news channels as being a child sex stalker.
And the news said, "What? Can you get copies of the news?"
Supposedly, I have everything. I saved everything from when the news. That's how my daughter found out.
But you don't have the video of the cop in the waterfall.
Someone from the sheriff's department, we can guess who, texted my daughter the Facebook report of my arrest before I had a chance to even tell her. And since then, I've been only on supervised visitation with my grandchildren, and that's maybe once a month.
You have grandparents' rights. That's another conversation. But
because she said I stepped over the.
You know, of all the criminal charges I've got in my life, when I was 18 years old, I was living in Alaska. My girlfriend was in Oregon. I went down to Oregon to go see her. I didn't know she had a new boyfriend. I showed up. She's holding some guy's hand. I was like really sheepish because, as you can tell from my ears, I beat up a lot of people all the way up till I was 25 years old, tons of fist fights. So when I saw my girlfriend with another guy holding his hand, I've had my ears surgically replaced. I've had them fixed since wrestling in high school and college. And so I saw the guy, he saw me, my girlfriend saw me, ex-girlfriend. And I was like, you know what? I'm running. I don't want to beat this guy up. I know I'm going to lose my cool here. I turned around and ran. The campus security caught me and charged me with stalking. It was my girlfriend. I was surprising her. I had chocolate and roses. I had no idea she had another boyfriend. I had no clue. And they tried to chase me, but I was 18 and I left them. And then I was like, wait a minute, why am I running? I came to see my girlfriend. I have chocolate and roses. The cops tried to, this is the first time I realized that cops were beta male cucks. The first time I realized it. Because they tried to chase me, but I outran them. And then I was like, why am I running? So I stopped. I had the chocolate. I had the roses. Cops come running up and they're like, what's up? I'm like, I came to see my girlfriend. I got chocolate and roses. And they start closing in on me. So I drop the chocolate and the roses and they start grabbing me. But I've been wrestling since I was 18. I just won the state tournament in freestyle and Greco. So the cops are grabbing me, and every time they grab me, you just take their hand right off. When someone puts their hand on your body and you don't want it, you just take their hand, you peel it right off. It's called hand control in wrestling. Right. Very normal. So I was peeling these guys' hands off me, and then they tried to jump on me and tackle me and there's only two of them. So they couldn't take me to the ground. And I said, what do you guys want to do? And they said, put your hands behind your back. So eventually I put my hands behind my back and they put me in torture cuffs. But I was charged with stalking, and then I had to take a diversion program because my ex-girlfriend's dad, who's named Bob, in Alaska. He's dead, and I hope he's burning in hell. Sorry, ex-girlfriend, your dad was a prick, and I hate him. So he's the one that called the cops on me and pressed charges against me from Alaska. Yeah, he died. He was a miserable piece of shit. Always was. And I think he molested my ex-girlfriend, to be honest. So now I've said it out loud. I don't care if anybody doesn't like it. The truth is always hard. Very rarely is the truth some beautiful hymn. Oh, it's just not. For the most part, the truth is gritty, raw, and rough. And that's just the way it is. So I always thought that Bob molested my ex-girlfriend. Always thought that because he was such a weird guy. But he died in his like 50s, 51, 52 or something like that. And I hope he's in hell because he caused me so many problems. So then I had to go to court and deal with a stalking charge, which I wasn't stalking my ex-girlfriend. But I went to go see her. But it's so weird. It's so weird how the cops can just charge you with whatever they can think of to charge you. And then no one really knows.
I know.
No one really knows what happened. Today, you're in your best position ever because you have the video footage of you filming the bus. So you can prove I was trying to show that this bus was running stop signs. You were probably narrating this bus has been running stop signs around here. Right? Right. So you can prove what you were doing.
Yes, I was.
In 1992, I couldn't prove shit.
Yes.
All I could prove is I got chocolate and roses.
That's
true. I have no idea why she has another guy here. She didn't know I was coming. I was trying to surprise her. Bad surprise. But even to this day, I still get shit over. I got a charge against me. It's like, that's why I said, have you been charged with pedophilia before? I mean, we've gone too far with this ridiculousness in our country. We really have gone too far with everything's about save the children. And then the sound of freedom is like, everybody like, oh my God, they're trying to rape our American kids. Listen, Americans, no, they're not. They're not. They're stealing kids in third world countries mostly. And kids get stolen here too, but not nearly like they do out of Mexico, Guatemala, the Honduras, Colombia, Argentina, Venezuela, Brazil. These are the countries that traffic children. And a lot of them. Sadly, it's a lot of Latino countries and African countries. Really, really sad. But that's the way it is. I know there's a pedo ass ring here. We know that because of Clinton and Trump and Epstein, those trifectas of those three. I believe Clinton is a pedophile. I believe Trump is a pedophile. And I know Epstein's a pedophile. So I don't trust. I mean, you hang around with Epstein too much and you're off. Yeah. You're gone for me, bro. I'm voting for Robert Kennedy because I can't vote for Trump and I would never vote for Biden. So I'm going to vote for Robert Kennedy Jr. because at least I'm pretty confident he's not a pedophile. But then again, if he gets in your car, oh, DragonNet, don't take him on that bus ride, baby. Don't you take him on the bus ride. All right, DragonNet. I'm going to let you go. Thank you for coming on. Everybody, do me a favor. I'm going to drop her channel in the link one more time here, just real quick. Get over there to DragonNet Transparency. Yeah, Clinton went over to Epstein Island like dozens of times. Trump and Epstein were like best buddies. There's like pictures of them everywhere. And like, no, Trump kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago after they raped dozens of kids. How many kids got raped before Trump banned him? I'm just saying. Do you see any pictures of me with pedophiles? Zero. So, well, I don't know. I'm on here with DragonNet. She stalks kids at a bus.
That's what everyone here thinks. Oh, I didn't tell you this. You this. They notified all of the schools in Rutherford County with my picture and name, and I was not allowed to go in my grandchildren's school on Grandparents' Day because they've put out a notice to the schools to not allow me near the children. And I haven't been tried yet. I haven't been found guilty of anything.
Did the sheriff's department distribute that information?
Yes.
DragonNet? Okay.
I have it on recording that they were going to do that.
You do? I'm gonna talk to a
I
few of my
do.
people.
I have it on. I have an officer, a deputy saying, we'll notify all the schools. And then when I go to my my grandchild's school, they won't let me in.
Can you, I'm going to talk to you offline, but I'm so busy. I'm in 4 active lawsuits now. And
Well, you've got my number.
Yeah, but I'm going to talk to you
I
when we're
know you are.
offline, and I'm going to find out if we can jump through hoops together, because everything has got to be done properly, or it just messes me up if people come in and mess up my people. You know what I mean? But if we can get on the same page, it sounds like they've done some really egregious things, and that the community there, they've made you a monster. They've made you Jack the Ripper or the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Right.
Like you're driving down the road
Right.
trying to get little children. It's the most ridiculous, stupid thing I've ever heard.
Exactly.
It really is. It really, really is.
I have a neighbor. I have a neighbor here that has children that will not let them play in the yard when I'm at home. So, I mean, it's done, and that's done a lot of psychological damage to me and physical damage. My blood pressure won't stay down. And I mean, the stress has just been out of this world.
Wow. I'm so sorry, Dragonette. I'm
just waiting for my trial. Just waiting for my trial. I believe that the truth will come out. I think any sane person that watches my video will see I didn't do anything.
Send me that. The fastest way is to transparency. So I need that bus video where you're following the bus and narrating it, and I'll put it on my channel. That way, when I call Tennessee tomorrow and I call the sheriff's office and call the prosecutor's office as a member of the press to follow up and see what they're doing to you, I can say, I've got the bus tape on my channel. Mm-hmm. So you can, if it's on your channel, just send me the link and I'll rip it and I'll put it up. Is it on your channel?
Okay.
Is it on your channel? It's on there now?
Yes, I can send you the links.
Okay, send me the links. All right. Thank you for coming, Dragonette. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. You're welcome. Everybody, make sure you subscribe to Dragonets, and we're going to support you all the way through it, okay?
Thank you. I just want to say shout out to my Tennessee accountability. And Chevy. I love Chevy.
Chevy and Tennessee Accountability and Chevy have been along for the whole time. Tennessee Accountability has been in here the whole time, and so's Chevy, and I'm super grateful for you two guys too. So thanks a lot.
Yeah.
All right, Dragonette.
I wouldn't have made it this far without him. So
really,
he's a blessing.
It's nice to hear, Tennessee.
Yes,
it's nice to hear.
He's kept my spirits going. My spirits going.
Well, the team DLZ, everybody is gonna come to your channel. Everybody's gonna come. Make sure you guys go to her channel, click play on her videos, and even if you're just doing the dishes, let her video play through. Give her a little support. Hit a like, drop a comment, share a video on your Facebook, on your Twitter, on your Instagram. Give her a little bit of support and love. Let's try to prop this woman up. I don't believe for 2 seconds that you have anything to do with child pedophilia or stalking or anything weird like that at all. I literally think that the same thing that's happening to you, happening to Jason Dollarhide, happening to auditors all over this country. They're targeting us. Tap into Direct D. Direct D and I are not friends. Everybody knows that. We're not friends at all. What's happening to Direct D is completely and utterly wrong. There's nothing right about it. It's wrong. I'm on Direct D's side all the way. They're railroading this guy. He doesn't do it like I would do it, but you know what? Nobody does it the same. Everybody does it different. I would do it like this. I would do it like that. Yeah, you do it how you do it. That's what you do. So while we may not do it the same, I still support the guy. So
yeah,
I'll support you too. All right, let's talk when we get off.
I appreciate you, Chille.
I know you do.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you putting my story out. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll reach out to a couple more friends who have channels, and just like I did this morning for Heather and Jason and Avery. So we'll do the same thing here, and we'll try to get more in Tennessee accountability if we know anybody else over there.
Okay.
And we're gonna have to try to figure out what to do for your legal defense. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Okay, Dragonette. Okay, so that's DragonNet transparency. We're not going to get Heather on the phone tonight. We tried to get her on the phone. I wanted to talk to her tonight. Obviously, she doesn't have her child. She doesn't have her husband. I mean, Heather Dollarhide has been through a ringer like you guys can't even understand. Her first marriage dissolved, and the husband the guy she was married to went to prison for 10 years. The mother of the guy who went to prison for 10 years fought her because she doesn't have a career, so she's not a breadwinner, and she beat her in court and got custody of her kids, one or two kids. I think it's one kid. I'm not sure. We only talk about one kid today. She went over to go see that one kid, her biological kid, with her ex-husband, who's I think he's still in prison. I don't know. Who lives with the grandma. She went over to see it. Grandma and Heather had some words. She waited outside and said, "Hey, I just want to see my kid." The cops come and charge Heather with trespassing and stalking. The same bullshit things that they charge auditors with is stalking. Well, Tennessee, Murfreesboro, I'm not stalking you. I'm a journalist. I'm coming there to film you. Norman, Oklahoma PD, I'm not stalking you. You are a public interest. I'm going to come and film you, and I'm going to follow your cops because it's a matter of public interest. If the cops are abusing and beating and cheating people in Oklahoma or Tennessee, that's a matter of public interest. The new journalist no longer works for state-funded media. State-funded media. Maybe you heard that term before. That comes from Russia. State-funded media. America is state-funded media. The local press in DragonNet's area ran with the story that she was a stalker. The sheriff's department then went from school to school and said, "Look at this woman, watch out. She could be a patter ass." Just unbelievable. I don't think so. I don't think so. And the reason I don't think so is let's see what happens. I'm rooting for him. You know, I don't want, hey, Direct D, you know, I wish you luck, buddy. I refrained from the first part because it's not important. It's personal garbage, but I wish you luck, dude. I really do. So I want to show you guys a couple of videos that I watched today because I have not slept since yesterday. So that means I've been awake for 30 some odd hours because, I'm stressed out over Jason being in jail and Heather not having her kid. It's got me stressed out big time because I know what that's like to be in jail. I've been there. I was in LA. I was in Twin Towers for a week, 8 days in LA County, 7 nights and 8 days. And it was absolutely horrible. It was the most horrific experience I've ever had. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was painful and it hurt and it was difficult. But I saw this video. Do I want to show you this one or do I want to show you the beating? What do you guys want to see first? Do you want to see the cop outright lie in the guy's face first? Or do you want to see where the cops drag the guy out of the car, tase him, and punch him in the face a bunch of times? Which one do you want to see first? Which one do you want to see first? Do you want to see the guy getting punched in the face first? Or do you want to see the guy the cop just sits there and lies in his face? He just sits there and lies and lies and lies. So I guess I'll save the best for last, which will be the guy getting punched in the face so that we can get to the end of it. I'm going to share this video with you guys right now. This is just so you know, you're going to see what lying pigs we have in this country in this video. Everybody, listen, welcome to Delete Laws. Welcome to the Delete Laws channel. We are one of the fastest growing channels on YouTube, over 65,000 new subs every month right now. So if you've just been lurking, now's your chance to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and make sure you hit the bell notifications, drop a comment, share, do all the things you have to do to be on YouTube, if you would, please. And if you do me a favor, hit the like button and drop in the comment right now, OTVO, OTVO. OTVO. I covered Chuck Bronson's bait car last night or the night before last. Donald Mack, what's going on? Chevy, DJ Smith, what's going on? Brandon, how are you? So if you would please drop in the comment section, OTVO, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. That's the goal. That's what we got to get done. All right, now I want to show you this video. We won't watch this whole thing. We'll watch some of it. I put in this guy's comment section that I would promote his channel. If you see down here, I said, I'm going to cover your video and you'll gain some subs. So here's the link to his video. If you guys, I'll drop the link. And if you guys decide you like what he's saying, then you can go over and sub. But I think you should, because I have already watched this video. This video is pretty good. This is called Real Lawyers React to Driver Outsmarting Lying Pig. Right there. Lying Pig right here. Change the name from cop to pig. If they're going to call themselves law enforcers, we might as well call them pigs.
Hello, everyone.
How fast do you think I was going?
You're going over 10% over the speed limit.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Attorneys React, where all your favorite attorneys react to all the stupid that's going on in our world. I'm on civil law for Attorneys React, and today's video is based on a video entitled Lying Cop Gets Owned. Well, that's always a fun moment of schadenfreude when we see the cops get hoisted on their own petard, because we do see people behaving.
Schadenfreude is when other people take pleasure out of watching another person in pain. Schadenfreude. He says it with a little kind of Southern accent, so I wasn't sure if you heard it or not, but Schadenfreude was the word that I used the most in 2022, because I dealt with people who were Schadenfreude. They enjoyed watching somebody else be in pain or discomfort. And that's what he's saying right here is Schadenfreude.
Bad video entitled Lying Cop Gets Owned. Well, that's always a fun moment of schadenfreude when we see the cops get hoisted on their own petard, because we do see people behaving badly. Sometimes it's the suspect, sometimes it's the police, but we always try to adjudicate in a fair and neutral way here on Attorneys React. And when it's the cops that are in the wrong, we're more than happy to call them out as well. So let's take a look at this video and see what's going on in this case.
So what he's saying is he'll cop suck, or he'll jump on the bandwagon for the people. Whatever he thinks is right in the video is what he's going to do.
Get started with this.
And so the reason why you got pulled over, as you passed me, I noticed you had your phone up.
No, my phone's right here.
So he said, I noticed when I passed you, you had your phone up.
Well, maybe it was my mistake then I stand corrected.
Have a good day.
No, you're not free to go. You seem to be in a...
What do you mean he's not free to go? The basis for you pulling him over has just stopped. The police can pull you over for reasonably articulable suspicion. That's the standard for a standard roadside.
Which comes from what? That's not the standard, but reasonable articulable suspicion is the 1968 case of Terry versus Ohio. A cop doesn't even have to have your radar gun locked in. He can pull you over because he's suspicious you were driving. Do you understand that? The lawyer kind of went around it. He didn't really explain it very well. It's a good video, by the way. I support the channel. I dropped him several comments to say I support what you're doing, so I'm not bashing him. What I'm saying is what he just said, the standard is reasonable articulable suspicion. So what exactly does that mean? Reasonable articulable suspicion means that the cop can look at your car and say, I'm suspicious, and pull you over. Now, there'll be people who say, oh, no, they just can't do that, but it's happening. But not technically it's not happening. No, it's happening constantly. This cop pulled this guy over because he was suspicious he was speeding.
I'd stop, and God knows there's any number of violations that one could pull you over for, but his basis for pulling them over is using a cell phone, which is apparently illegal in this jurisdiction. Your mileage may vary as to using a cell phone, hands-free or not, depending on your jurisdiction. Look it up, but apparently that's a violation to use the cell phone, at least be holding it in your hand while driving. This guy wasn't doing that. He says it's right here on my dash. Well, the officer says it was a mistake. I'm like, okay, I'm free to go. That should be the correct answer, because the police, when they have reasonably articulable suspicion, can only do the detention as long as the reasonably articulable suspicion lasts. Once the suspicion is extinguished, the basis for the Fourth Amendment seizure is over. When the police no longer have a basis to do the seizure, they have to let you go. And he's like, oh, I'm not going to let you go. Why are we still talking? Good question.
Was I speeding?
Yes, you were.
No, I was not.
Okay, you weren't speeding?
No, sir.
All right, your license, please.
Okay, that was a bit of a mistake by the driver here to provide a suggestion to the officer, right? Why say, was I speeding, right? The better question would have been, why am I being detained? And make the officer come up with the suggestion. It may come up with speeding, but why feed him the idea that it was speeding, right? So that is a slight mistake by our friend here. Don't do that. And now the officer's going to try to leap at that. Okay, yeah, it was speeding. I want your driver's license. All right, let's see what happens next.
have me clocked for speeding, or did you pull me over for that? Because that's the first time you told me you pulled me over for that. Now you're telling me speeding.
Let me start over. Okay.
Please do.
I said I noticed you with your phone. You corrected me. You said your phone was just up. You
So-
didn't have your phone in your hand, so I was mistaken. I didn't.
So then you got me for something else now.
Yes, sir. Okay.
You have a
so
supervisor?
I do have a supervisor. So
Why
your
don't you get
license,
him out
please. Your license, please.
What did you clock me at?
Sir, I did not clock you.
Exactly. So I wasn't speeding because I saw you whenever I turned off of Garfield, and I am obviously not going to speed past a cop. Whenever I passed you, I was going 16 miles an hour. It's 25 on these 20 or 25
My
on these
supervisor is
roads.
quite a distance away. I'm gonna give you a warning and let you go. You want to talk to me, supervisor? All right, I'll call my supervisor.
So you're holding me here.
You asked for a supervisor.
Because you're asking for my license for no reason, because I wasn't speeding, and I'm not going to give you my license unless I was speeding.
All right. So you want to?
So if you're good with it and I can drive away, I don't need your supervisor. Okay. But if you want my license and you're going to violate my Fourth Amendment, you're absolutely getting your supervisor.
You want me to call my supervisor?
Do you want my license?
Yes, I want your license.
Your supervisor.
That was a weird.
An interesting exchange there on the law, by the way, because this goes to the issue of who is extending the stop.
This is important. Listen carefully to what he says here.
Right? So if the person, the driver, is the one extending the stop, then the Fourth Amendment concerns go away because he's the one extending the detention, right? You can continue to talk to the police as long as the police will let you, right? There's nothing stopping you from talking to police. So he says, I want a supervisor. Now, if he's the one making the request, then that moots the Fourth Amendment concern. But he's being a little bit clever here because he's like, okay, I'm only asking for a supervisor if you want my driver's license. Very, very interesting on that basis. So as to the underlying speeding idea, it is true that if the officer had multiple different bases, that he could obviously pull you over for multiple different reasons, right? If you're speeding and you have a taillight out and you have a cell phone up on your ear and this and this and this, right. Obviously each of them would give an independent basis for the cop to pull you over. And the probable cause or reasonably articulable suspicion, as the case may be, would have to be extinguished for all of them. Now, what's interesting here is that the officer said he didn't clock him, which is to say that he wasn't using a radar gun. That isn't required in any jurisdiction that I'm aware of, that to actually use a radar gun.
He can just be suspicious of you and pull you over. That's Terry versus Ohio, which is why it's what I talk about all the time. The only reason a cop should be able to pull you over is if you've broken the law.
For the purpose of conducting a speeding, because, obviously if an officer sees someone just flying down the street, they can pull you over even if they don't have their radar gun at that moment. And they are allowed to estimate your speed. They can use their eyes and other traffic to make estimates. The fact that he's obviously lying is more of a problem because he didn't observe him speeding. He's just making shit up. That didn't happen. None of this happened.
They keep doing it all over this country. Everywhere we look, cops are just making up charges. Wait till you see the next video. They're going to make up that. Wait till you see the next video. The next video, they just make up that this guy attacked him.
Officer is just trying to save some face. He's like, well, I'll let you off with a warning. I just want to see your driver's license so I can let you off with a warning. The officer is clearly lying.
So those are fellow officers, not my supervisor. Supervisor outside time, so he's coming over, okay?
Great use of resources there.
I'm sorry?
Great use of resources there.
Okay, you asked for a supervisor, so.
Well, because you're trying to violate my Fourth Amendment.
Sir?
Are you or are you not? Why do you need my license if I wasn't speeding? If I didn't commit an infraction, why do you need my license?
Visually?
You can't pace from sitting still. You cannot pace from sitting still. I'm not going to argue
with you, okay?
Well, then prove your point.
I don't think that's legally correct. I think you can pace from sitting still, right? You can make an observation, right? You can obviously, pacing is the idea that I was traveling at 25 and you were passing me, so you must have been going faster than that, right? But can you pace from someone standing still? Yeah, possibly. He'd obviously have to base that in court to say how he did that. Based on my training and experiences, of course, what the officer will say. Based on my training experience and my observations, I observed that this guy was going 50 miles an hour on this 25 mile an hour road. Yeah, that's
right. And what's the cop's training? He used to work at a tire factory. The cop's training is he dropped out of minor league baseball. The cop's training is what? What's his special skill set? As you know, as you've seen me, I've destroyed cops all over this country because the simple fact of the matter is that cops don't have any skills. They served in the military so they can take orders. A quarter to 30% of our cops are all ex-military. Why? We don't need warriors as cops. It's going really bad. It's going really, really poorly. And this is
that's probably going to be upheld in court, but the officer's clearly lying. So can he do it? Yes. Did he do it? No.
How do you know I was speeding? I'll sit here and shut up. You tell me how you know I was speeding.
Visually, you came up rapidly behind me. You were speeding. My interpretation, I didn't get your radar.
Here's where the cop completely screws himself.
So that is why I told you were speeding. Okay?
You don't know that, so you don't get my license.
You don't have to give me a license. You want a supervisor? I asked you. I can give you a verbal. Let you go. You want my supervisor? My supervisor's on his way. So that's where.
No. You wanted my license to give me a verbal. This all would have been done if you wouldn't have said you needed my license for nothing.
You heard what I said?
That you don't know any violation and you wanted my license.
You were speeding.
I was not speeding.
That's your interpretation and mine.
No, that's the fucking truth because it said 16 miles an hour on. I'm telling the truth. You wanted to ID me. You guys don't like it when citizens don't bow down to you.
So you don't have to bow down to me.
Then let me be on my damn way without violating my Fourth Amendment.
You can argue and say what you want to say.
Get out of my fucking face, dude.
Real quick, I just wanted to say that.
Wait to be hostile and angry. The cop.
Now back to the video.
I mean, he has every right to be hostile and angry. The cop is clearly lying. He's obviously lying. He didn't observe him speeding. That isn't what he said. He said, I observed you with your cell phone in your hand. My cell phone is right here. Okay, my mistake. End of reasonably articulable suspicion. The reason that you articulated the cell phone is no longer valid. And now you want to be like, oh, it was speeding. But if you ask me, I believe this guy. I think the cop is clearly making stuff up.
Oh, wait, the cop's going to prove that he's making stuff up right here.
Don't make stuff up. It's bad.
Why do you have me stop right now?
Don't.
You want to start over?
And I will too.
Okay.
And we can shake hands and be done. I will calm down.
Sir, I'm calm. Exactly, sir. So I'm driving. I saw you behind me. I saw the phone up. I thought you had your phone in your hand. Okay. So I pulled you over because of the phone.
That's it.
When I came up here, you corrected me and told me, and this, you're right. It's on the mount. You said it was on the mount. I said, sir, I stand corrected. Exactly.
Have a good day. You're on your way.
No, and I said you were speeding.
No, only after you asked.
We're going to start over.
We're starting over, but you're still wrong. We can start over, but you're still wrong.
You can be right. We can all be going back and forth. I'm just explaining. You asked me to start over. I'm just saying what I saw and what I interpreted. And I did not get you on radar. You're exactly right. I did not.
You pulled me over for that phone and you were wrong.
And I corrected myself. I told you.
But you still got to get that license. It's like crack to you guys. I don't understand. You gotta have it. Let me have that license. How fast do you think I was going?
You're going over 10% over the speed limit.
You're out of your mind, bro.
Sir, my interpretation.
You're out of your mind. So if the speed limit here is it 20 or 25? I was doing 16. Is it 20 or 25 right here?
I don't know. You tell me.
You doesn't know.
He doesn't know what the speed limit is.
He doesn't know.
How does he know he was going 10% over the speed
limit? How can he say he's doing 10% over if he doesn't know the speed limit?
Without knowing what the speed limit is? That reasonably articulable suspicion is looking even more shaky than it was. So he's clearly lying. You were going 10% over the speed limit. What is the speed limit? No idea. Well, that's a neat trick. Don't know how that one's supposed to work. Wow. This officer really wants to save face. Woof.
Oh,
no, you tell.
Okay, I'm going to let you guys go over to this guy's channel to finish the rest of this video. Get him a view or two. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Give him a little love. He's showing us something that we didn't see yesterday. So I'm grateful for him for doing that. You got the long and the short of it. I want you guys to go to his channel. I dropped his channel in the link in the thing, and DLZ clips. Make sure we put that in the description of this. And I want to show you this other video where they attack this guy savagely. Is he drunk? I don't know. They pull him over and say he's been drinking. I don't know if he's been drinking. I have no idea. He doesn't sound like he's been drinking. He didn't sound like he was drunk. But let me just show you guys this. This is pretty bad stuff. This is pretty bad stuff. Oh, Brian had a good video today too. America. Oh, that was on police accountability. It's on this one right here. It's going to be a channel. What's it called? God bless America. I can't remember the name of this bad chicken. Police activity. I'm sorry. I put accountability. I was like, why can't I find this? Like, what the fuck? Okay. So let's check this out. This is pretty gnarly, to be honest with you. Let's go to videos right here. So look at the caption by these cop suckers. I don't recommend you subscribe to this channel. I go over and I watch this channel now and then. I don't think I'm subscribed to it. Oh, I am subscribed to it. Whatever. I just don't like them because they're cop suckers, to be honest with you. But you got to check this out. This is pretty heavy.
Hi, I have concerns of a drunk driver near Wintersmith Park. Okay, what kind of...
All it takes is that you call the cops. That's all it takes. If you want to ruin someone's life, all you have to do is call the cops on them, and the cops will show up like violent jackboot thug rabid dogs to attack them.
vehicle? It's a 2012 white Buick Enclave. Okay, I will give this to the officers and have them keep a lookout for him, okay? Okay, thank you so much. You're welcome. Bye. Bye-bye.
That's the other thing. Let me just say this. When I'm governor, there's going to be no more encrypted radios. None. There won't be any police encrypted radios. We have every right to hear what they're doing.
Get in your car.
What's up, automated? Good to see you, man. Thanks for doing it.
Central, he just pulled away from us.
I love Yahweh.
I'll be by Murphy's right now. Get out of your car. Felony stop, Reed.
It's a felony stop. What does a felony stop mean? A felony stop means they can hurt you, shoot you, kill you, that you're dangerous. Why is that? Why is every American dangerous for the pigs? They're all just so scared. It's a felony stop, everybody. It's a felony stop. He didn't pull over exactly when we wanted him to. He may have been disoriented. He could be drunk. He could be going through all kinds of stuff, but he's not doing what we want. So it's a felony stop. Pull your guns out. Pull your tasers out. Let's beat the shit out of this guy.
Felony stop, Reed. Felony stop.
So now she's screaming around, felony stop, felony stop, felony stop. Let's go after this guy. He didn't do exactly what I wanted when I wanted him to do it. Let's kill him. And isn't it always the pigtails? I mean, I think you guys know that I am not a feminist at all. I would be an anti-feminist. So isn't it always when you hear these, it's the woman cop going to punch. Felony stop, everybody. Quick, jump in with me. Felony stop. Because she could never have any physical power against a man on her own. So it's always the pigtail who wants to jump in on a felony stop. Quick, go hands on. We saw that pig in Fresno, the one that DLZ Clip made a meme about her. Like, it's just disgusting.
Get him out of the car, Reed.
Felony stop, guys. Everybody's a felony stop.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
And they're not treating this guy with a single modicum of respect or decency. They're demanding and ordering that he do what they say.
You got your baton on you? You got your baton on you? No, I do not. I'll bust the other side.
Look how quick this chick is ready to destroy this guy's car. They've walked up to the car. They've been there for 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Open the door. I'm going to bust your window.
That's how she starts. Right there. Pigtail starts off with, open your window or I'm going to open your door or I'm going to bust your window. That's how she starts. Sorry, ladies. Sorry. I don't think you should be cops. Sorry. I don't. You're not a man. You're not equipped to deal with me. I should not be under a woman's rule of physicality. It's plain and simple. We don't have men wrestle women. We don't have men fight MMA against women. This chick should not be coming up and threatening to break my window. It's preposterous on its face.
open the door, I'm gonna bust your window.
Immediately. It doesn't look like the door was locked.
Get out of the car. You're gonna get tased. I'm tasing you.
This is great. She goes to breaking windows and tasing, and she tases him right away. And watch what he does.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
He says, "Why?"
Get out of the car.
Tell me the issue. Get out of the car.
He's saying, "Just tell me the issue." He's pretty calm.
Bro. Get out of the car. Why?
I mean, look at the stance this guy took. He holds his taser up. Get out of the car. This is dog shit. This is not America. This is Nazi Germany. This is 1942 Nazi Germany.
I'm about to tase you. I'm tasing you if you don't get out of the car. That's the last time I'm telling you.
You're not telling.
Get out of the car.
And then she tases him.
You're still not telling him.
Get out of the car.
He just takes it out and throws it out of him.
Get out of the car.
And she's still running it.
Reason why?
He's just asking calmly, why? How come? Why are you doing this?
Not a lawful order. It is a lawful order. You're
But don't miss the felony charge that she's going to add to him right now. She's going to charge him with a felony right here. Watch it. Ready?
I didn't do anything that stopped for any of that.
Why are they turning the body cam off? Why are they muting the body cam? Why are they turning it off? We can't hear what's going on.
267 Central.
I don't know.
They muted it again. Why? Why can't we hear it? We're adults.
That's a pepperball.
Step out of the car. There's no
They went from breaking your window, tasing you, to now we're going to pepperball you.
reason to. Because I told you to.
He's going to get pepperballed if he doesn't get out. Justin, if you don't get out of the car, you're going to get pepperballed.
You don't even know who I am.
Are you? Yes, you. Yes,
Who
we do.
am
Get
I?
out of the car.
Who am I?
Central, if you do have a deputy, go ahead and send them our way with pepperball.
Okay. I mean, I've already done it.
That's it. You see where he threw the taser out the car door because she was tasing him? She charges him with felony assault on a police officer.
With the pepperball.
Yep, get out of the car.
Stun shield. I'm not that guy.
Get out of the car.
I work for child welfare.
We don't care. Get out of the car.
You don't care.
Get out of the car.
Why are they muting the body camera so we can't hear it?
I don't care. Get out of the car.
You don't care.
Get out of the car.
Justly Canada.
Get out of the car.
You opened my door without.
Get out of the car.
You didn't open my door with permission. I'm not
Chad,
that guy.
give it just a second. We'll get a pepperball over here. Pepperball him and get out.
I mean, here it is again. The female cop who has absolutely no power against a man, zero. I'm sorry, ladies. You cannot fight men. She starts off with threatening to break his window. She tases him and then tells the male cop, who's actually strong enough to drag him out if he has to, no, just wait. We're going to use more weapons on the guy. And this is America.
Okay. Let go of me.
You got
And
pepper
I'll
spray?
call Jason
You got pepper
Mosley.
spray?
I'll call Jason Mosley. I'll play these games.
Get out of the car.
There's no reason to.
Get out of the car. It's a
Right.
lawful order. Get out.
That's not a lawful order. It is. What did I do that was wrong? You're intoxicated. For what?
Get out of the car.
She's trying to attack him with the
Now.
taser again.
You're intoxicated. Okay, but you're playing all these games.
Get out of the car.
Just talk to me.
Get out of the
just
car.
Deal with
Get out
the
of the car.
issue. Why
Get
are
out
you
of the car.
hitting me? Just
Because I
talk
told
to
you
me.
numerous times to get out of the car.
Just talk to me.
Just step back. We'll pepperball him whenever it comes to it.
Just once again, there's the pigtail ready to go to violence against a man because she could never go against a man in real life.
He's coming. Oh, he's on his way.
Okay, good.
Get out of the car.
There's no reason to.
Get out of the car. You're intoxicated. Get out of the car. I can smell it coming from your breath. Get out of the
Oh, she can just say that out loud and then it's real.
car. And that's assault on a police officer.
Assault on a police officer. What is it?
I can smell it coming from your breath.
He's throwing look at his chest right there. He's got those little tentacles in him from the taser and he's throwing them out his door. And so she's going to charge him with felony assault. He's still in jail.
You're intoxicated. Get out of the car. I can smell it coming from your breath. Get out of the car. And that's assault on a police officer. Because
How
you
is
just
that
threw that at
assault
me.
on a police?
Because you just threw that at me.
Because I'm getting assaulted.
Get out of the car.
He threw the taser off of him onto the ground outside of his car door. and you're assaulting a police officer, she's later going to lie and say the taser was still running when he threw it at her. She's going to lie. We're going to hear her lie on camera.
There's no reason.
You got a pepper ball?
Yeah.
Disobeyed a lawful order. You can't disobey the pigs in America, you filthy fucking pigs. Let me tell you something. You be damn lucky if we don't take our country back by force.
Get out of the car. But you're trying to assault.
So he gets
Put
out
your
of the
hands
car,
on the car. Get out.
and she can't wait to go run.
Go ahead.
Now, unlock.
Listen, go ahead, she says. Tase him. What a psycho. It's in Ada, Oklahoma. Are you shocked? Oklahoma's a shithole.
Take your seatbelts off. Get out of the car now. Don't reach for anything. Just get out.
Get
Don't reach. We're scared.
out.
3, 2, get back.
Get out. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Bro, just stop. Why do they have to attack him? Why can't they just say, come sit in the back of the car? It's a cage too. You got to go with us. Let's come sit in the back of the car.
I've not got a gun. Get on the ground now. On the ground. On the ground.
Now watch this. I'm going to watch it back in slow motion, but watch this. This guy's is face down, and they're going to say that he tried to bite them and that he punched him. Listen, they're going to outright lie on camera like we've heard all day today. Lie after lie after lie.
Put your hands behind your back.
Okay. You know, I want you guys to see it the first time. So just watch. I'm going to turn this down a little bit, and we'll go back and watch it live, but just watch. Okay, just watch.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Behind your back. Do it now.
He's face down on the concrete.
I don't care what you are. Hands behind your back.
Get behind your back or you're going to get tagged.
He's laying on his hands. He's wearing shorts. He didn't have a gun. He was really overweight. He wouldn't be able to hold a gun on him.
Okay.
Get your hand.
They're tasing him.
You have a baton.
No.
I'll pull up.
Now this cop on top of him is going to start kneeing him in the head.
I'll try it out.
Get your hands behind your back now.
He just threw a punch at his face right there. And now here comes the knees to his head.
You want to assault me?
He just did. Yeah, he just punched him. So just
I'll try it out.
Get your hands behind your back now.
he punched him in the face right there. You see, watch his shoulder.
You have a baton.
Watch his shoulder right here.
I'll try it out.
Get your hands behind your back now.
Punched him in the face right there. He punched him in the face.
You want to assault me?
Now he's kneeing him in the head and in the neck as he puts his whole body weight on the back of his neck.
Don't fight.
And then he just loses it and starts punching the guy in the face. And he says, don't bite me. His face was face down. They turn off the sound so we can't hear the punches hitting the guy in the skull. He's still punching him. He's still punching him again. Punching him again. He's still punching him.
You got it.
Look at what they're doing to this man. Is this really necessary? If he's drunk, you had him out of the car. Just bring a van around that he can just get in the back doors. You can even push him into the back doors. None of this is necessary. Absolutely none of it.
Give me your other hand, dude. Quit hitting me in the head. I apologize.
I mean, look at these Keystone cops.
Give me your other hand, dude. Quit.
I mean, look at this douchebag. Look at this douchebag. Look at him. Look at all three of these douches and the female cop, the pigtail.
Hit me in the head. I apologize.
Where's the pigtail? Wait, I don't see her in there.
Give me your other hand, dude.
She's so ready to go to violence, but it looks like it's 4 men on top of a man.
Quit hitting me in the head. I apologize.
You got a baton?
You got a baton? So she wants to break his window. She wants to tase him, pepper ball him. Now she wants a baton to hit him while 4 guys are on top of him.
Apologize for hitting me.
He's saying all the cops are hitting me.
Because you're wanting to play these fucking games and hit motherfuckers. Who does that?
267 Central.
We do when somebody doesn't do it. Find your back now.
So there's the
You
head
have a
punch.
baton?
No.
I'll Pull it. I'll try it out.
Get your hands behind your back now.
There's the punch in the face. And now you're not going to be able to hear it, but, and it's sad because you got to be able to hear it. Knees him in the head right there. Hits him there, punches him. Punches him again. Punches him again. Punches him again. That dude weighs about 130 pounds. That beta male cuck on top of him weighs about 130 pounds. Now he's choking him, pulling his hair, punching him. He's not done punching him. Just wait. There's 3 or 4 more uppercuts to come here. Uppercut to a guy who's on the... There's his fist coming up. There's his face right there. There it is. Uppercut there. The arm's blocking it. There, fist coming back. Uppercut there. Fist coming back. Grabbing him by his hair. Pushing his head into the concrete.
You have my hand.
You have my hand. Get the baton. I'm going to beat him with the baton. This chick can't wait. She has to put her hands on something. So what she's going to do is...
Give me your other hand, dude.
She walks up and puts her hand on this guy's shoulder and starts pushing on his shoulder as though she's pushing the guy on the ground. She's putting her hands on this pig here as though she's having some effect on the guy on the ground.
I apologize.
You got a baton?
You got a baton?
Apologize.
Look, this guy's hemmed up with 4 dudes, and look what they're doing to him. You could just put him in the back of a car as he is. There's her hand. There's her hand on this copper. She's going to push down on his shoulder. Watch. She's pushing down. Why is her hand on his shoulder? What are you doing? Get your hands off men. And she even pushed him away as he got up. What the hell's wrong with you, dude? Attacking people, you savage pig.
You're wanting to play these fucking games, motherfucker.
And look at this guy. He's about $130, $140. You could throw him on his can in 2 seconds.
Who?
My 220-pound ass would body slam that beta cuck.
Does that?
267 Central.
We do when somebody doesn't do a
You assault somebody for hitting somebody?
EMS rolled this
That's
way.
not a reason.
He has
I'm
blood
not
coming
that
out of his
motherfucker,
face.
dude.
I don't know who you're
Use
talking
force
about.
as you-
I'm talking about you.
Oh, they turned it off because they said, I'm talking about you savagely attacking me for no reason. Why did they turn the microphone off here?
That's not a reason.
He has
I'm
blood
not
coming
that
out of his
motherfucker,
face.
dude.
I don't know who you're
Use
talking
force as
about.
you-
I'm talking about you.
Attacking me and kicking me and cheating me.
So then roll him over.
You're not gonna hurt me.
Yeah, he attacked him savagely. They keep turning the microphone off so we can't hear what they're
Tell
saying.
Jason. Mosley
Fine, you
to
can
come
lay
in.
on your stomach then.
All right. Tell Jason Duncan.
Oh, you're getting felony charges. So.
Good.
Yeah.
He's getting felony charges. This chick is terrible.
He hit me.
He hit me, she just said.
Duncan.
Oh, you're getting felony charges. So.
Good.
Yeah, he hit me
Tell
and bit Lindsay.
Where did he ever hit her? He never, ever, ever hit her. Just so you guys know, I rolled this back. I can roll it back with you again. He never hits her. When he was pulling the tasers out of his chest, he was throwing it out his car door. Listen to what she says here. She says, while the taser was running.
Tell him. I have my body cam too. You want to play?
They keep turning.
I'll play them too. I'm not that guy.
He's good. Just leave him there.
Dude, quit trying to assault me.
I mean, look at this. This great big fat guy. I'm sorry, but he's a great big fat guy. I'm not cutting him down. He's on the ground with torture cuffs behind his back. His belly is twice the size of his waistline, meaning he doesn't have any dexterity, especially when his hands are behind his back. Look at this 140-pound beta male cuck. Watch, the guy moves on the ground because if you put someone, just so everybody knows, if you're unaware of this, you cannot leave a man in torture cuffs with his hands behind his back on his belly or he'll die. Did you know that? It's what she said, leave him on his belly. That's against all police policy in every police department across the country. If you put someone on their belly with their hands behind their back, eventually they will die. If you put weight on top of them, especially, you'll kill them. And it's a known fact. This is not a small thing. Watch him. Wait, watch the beta male cuck. As soon as the overweight guy starts to move, watch him.
I'll play them too. I'm not that guy.
What?
He's good. Just leave him there.
Dude, quit trying to assault me. I'm not that guy. I done told you.
Look at this beta male punk ass bitch. Look at this bitch. Look at him standing over a man who they've put in cuffs with 4 dudes.
Well, you have about 3 or 4 felony counts going on you now.
For what?
Assault on a police officer.
What did I do to assault you, Jocelyn?
You bit him and you hit me.
What did I do that assaulted him?
He did never hit her. She's lying. She's lying.
What did I do? Because somebody starts hitting me and I don't allow them to do it? And you want to play this game? You know who the fuck I am. You've seen me.
We already got
You
it.
don't?
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to get your hand sanitizer.
She's going to get her hand. She didn't do anything. I'm going to get the hand sanitizer. You didn't do anything but put your hand on the shoulder of another pig. I guess you should wash your hands. She didn't get dirty. She didn't do anything. She just called for violence and offered nothing. I mean, they only care about themselves. Look how they only care about themselves.
Oh, he threw my taser prongs at me while it was still going.
Do you hear it? She just lied.
Oh, he threw my taser prongs at me while it was still going. He threw my taser prongs at me while it was still going.
No, he didn't. You're lying. You're lying, bitch.
They must not know who that is or something.
How many times did he hit you?
Taking pictures. Hit me once. Hit me once.
Hit me once. He never got hit either. You were at 8 minutes and 41 seconds. You never got hit, bud. I went through this twice in slow motion. You never got hit. Never once did you get hit.
How many times did he hit you?
How many times did he hit you?
Hit me once.
He hit me once
Hit me once.
and bit you once. Where's the bite mark? Because you were punching him in the face. If you got a bite mark on your hands because you were punching him in the face, you pig.
Hey, will you put in my call notes that White Horse 1156 was bit and hit? I was hit as well. And
hit? Did you hear what she just said? She just lied twice. He was hit and I was hit. She was never hit with anything.
my taser prongs were thrown at me.
My taser prongs were thrown at me? You tased a man who was just sitting there asking what's going on.
Yeah, and I was hit.
She said it 4 or 5 times now that she's been hit. Who the hell is this wussy chick?
And then,
What's up? We got to call you. They was concerned about you, and we was just doing a welfare check on you.
Who? From who?
What's that?
From who?
From who was it?
Oh. I'm fine. Thanks.
Okay. Hey, stop, son.
I'm fine.
So they walk up and say, we're doing a welfare check on you. He's not being pulled over. Someone called and said they were afraid he was a drunk driver. He says, I'm fine.
Are you okay?
No.
What's going on?
I'm fine.
Okay. You say you're not okay?
I'm fine. Thanks.
Okay. Hey, stop, sir.
You didn't say he was detained. You said it's a welfare check. You didn't say you're being detained. That's what you're supposed to say.
Stop.
What's up?
Why did you pull away from me?
Because I don't have anything to talk to you about.
Step out here and talk to us.
So he said, real quiet, because I don't have anything to talk with you about.
Get out of the car.
And then she comes up and escalates it. He's talking real quiet, real low. I don't have anything to talk with you about.
Step out here and talk to us. Get out of the car.
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 And then the other cop's tone changes as well. He matches the female pig.
Get out of the car. Why? Because I told you to.
You got your baton on you?
I do.
So she calls for the baton first.
No, I do not.
What's up?
Move. Get out of the car.
I mean, look at how they're treating him right away. Pushes his arm. Look what he's doing to him. Look what he's doing to him. He's got his foot on a gas pedal. He could just drive away.
Get out of the car.
Bro.
I mean, look what he's doing. Look what he's doing.
Bro.
Look what he's... Dude, this is a bullshit police state we live in. Anybody who backs this can burn in hell.
What?
Look what he's doing to him.
Get out of the car.
He's trying to twist his... He's trying to hurt his arm.
Not Lindsay. Not any of that.
Look at him trying to break the guy's arm.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Just tell me this.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
What a beta male cuck.
Because I told you to.
What a cuck. He tases him. He takes it out.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Just
He's going to go back to trying to break the guy's arm with his 140-pound ass.
Tell me the reason why.
because I'm telling you to.
That's not
He's trying to pull his shoulder on the other side of the door and hurt his arm.
a lawful
He's assaulting him. He's correct. He's assaulting him.
order.
It is a lawful order.
You're not. I'm not Lindsay.
You're on a traffic stop.
I'm not any of that.
You never said he was on a traffic stop. You said this is a welfare check.
I didn't do
Now he's peeling on the guy's arm.
anything that stopped or any of that.
Obviously, this big guy's twice as strong as this little wimp. They turned off. We can't hear what they're saying. Why'd they turn off the sound?
Me alone.
Step out of the car.
No.
Step out of the car.
There's no reason to.
Because I told you to. I gave you a lawful order.
That's not a lawful order.
It is. Step
For
out of the
what?
car.
You don't get out of the car. You're gonna
For
get
what?
out of the
You
car.
don't even know who I am.
Are you? Yes, you. Yes,
Who
you.
am
Get
I?
out of the car.
Who am I?
He's trying. Look at him. He's pulling the seatbelt across his chest, trying to hurt him.
Okay. I mean, I've already dealt with that.
I mean, does that not look like a pig arm? Can you guys do me a favor? Put a 1 in the chat if that looks like a pig arm to you. Does that look like a pig arm to you? That looks like a pig arm. Look at that. Does that look like it's a pig? It really does. If you kind of blur your eyes a little bit, it really looks like it's a hairy pig arm. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that's a pig arm. It looks like a pig arm to me.
With what?
With the pepper ball, I'm done with the stun shield. I'm not the guy.
Get out of the car.
I work for child
We don't
welfare.
care. Get
So far they've started with the stun shield, a taser.
You don't care.
They mute it so we can't hear it.
You opened my door
Get out of the car.
You didn't open my door with permission. I'm not that guy.
I mean, look what he's doing. He's attacking him. Look at this ugly bitch for the first time. Look at her. What a disgusting, ugly witch. Look at her.
I'm not that guy, bro.
We're going to pepper ball you.
Okay.
Let go of me.
And I'll
Oh, so when he grabs you back because you're trying to break his arm, let go of me.
call Jason Mosley.
I don't.
I'll call Jason Mosley.
I don't care.
I'll play these games,
out of the
dude.
car.
Let
There's
go.
no reason to.
Get out of the car. It's a
Right.
lawful order. Get out.
That's not a lawful order.
It is.
What did I do that was wrong?
We controlled that cop like he was a little kid.
You're intoxicated.
For what?
Get out of the car.
He's tasing him.
Now.
You're intoxicated.
Okay. What?
Get out of the car.
Look at her. Remember she needed hand sanitizer? That's the only time I've seen her touch him. And she had a taser on the end of her hand.
Now.
Look at this bitch. I mean, disgusting.
You're intoxicated.
Okay, but you're playing all these games to
I'm
play.
not.
Yeah, you're playing the games of attacking him instead of saying, hey, you got to come get in our car and come with us. Instead, he's grabbing him, twisting his arm, trying to hurt his shoulder, pushing him in the face.
Get out of the car.
Just talk to me.
Get out of the car.
Get out of the car. Why
Get out of the car.
Just
Because
talk
I've told
to
you
me.
numerous times to get out of the car.
Just talk to me.
Why can't he just talk to him? Why can't you stop grabbing him and just talk to him like he's asking? Why can't you de-escalate? The man started whispering when he started talking.
Just step back, we'll pepper ball.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to pepper ball you when we get here.
I'll call Jason Mosley and play these guys.
Oh, he's on the play.
Okay, good.
Get out of the car.
There's no reason to.
Get out of the car. You're intoxicated. Get out of the car. I can smell it coming from your breath. Get out of the car. And that's assault on a police officer.
How is that assault on a police
But you just threw that at me.
You see that? Did you ever see him throw anything at her? Never saw it. Never, ever, 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 ever saw it.
Assaulted.
Get out of the car.
Because you're disobeying a lawful order.
There's no reason to.
Yeah, get out of the car.
Okay. But you're trying to assault me.
Put your hands up on that car.
No.
There's
There's
no
no
reason
reason
to
do that if you're going to be like that.
Out of the car.
Okay, I'm not scared of that.
Unlock it.
It's unlocked. It's open.
Take your seatbelt off. Get out of the car now. Don't reach for anything. Just get out.
Get out.
There's no reason to be like this.
Get back.
Get out.
Get out of the car.
Turn around.
Get out.
Put your hands behind your back.
Bro, just stop. I'm not that guy.
So they just attacked
grab
him.
now.
Oh, there's the female cop. She's
Hands
touching
behind your back. Do it now. Hands behind your back.
Oh, that's not
Do
her.
it now.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind
Hands
your back.
behind your back. Do it now.
I'm a child welfare specialist.
I don't care what you are. Hands,
Look at her put the taser to the back of his neck.
Put your hands behind
hands
your back.
behind your back. Do it now.
I'm a child welfare
He can
specialist.
I
back-
don't care what
Where's that taser going? To the back of his head.
you are.
She put it on the back of his neck.
Hands behind your back.
Okay.
Drive center. Drive center.
Get your hand.
Dry stun him? We have got to change our cops.
You have a baton?
No.
I'll pull
I got one.
Get your hands behind your back now.
There was the first punch. Remember I said earlier? Punched him in the head. Watch.
You have a baton?
So do you see any biting? Do you see any hitting?
No.
I'll pull
I got one.
Get your hands behind your back now.
Punches him in the head while there's people on the side of him. How is this a right thing to do?
You want to assault me?
That's me right there. Don't bite me. That's me right there. Don't bite me.
He banged his head on the concrete.
That's me right
He punched him in the head. Looks like he did try to take the fight out of him.
there. Don't bite me.
Ty, you
Bit my
got
damn
it.
leg.
He just hit me.
One hand secure.
Give me your other hand, dude. Stop this and give him a hand. Apologize. Give us your other hand, dude. Apologize for getting
Look at what they're doing. Look at the gnashing of teeth. This is biblical hell. This is before Revelations right here.
There we go. Just go.
Look what they did to this great big fat guy, pinning his wrists behind his back, essentially just disorienting his entire physical being. He's not small enough to pin his wrists behind his back.
What the hell is wrong with you, man?
Because you want. Who does that?
We do when somebody doesn't do a low bail lawful order.
Somebody for hitting somebody. That's not a reason.
Why'd they turn the microphone off?
You're not gonna hurt me.
No, they did hurt you, bro.
I don't
Roll
want
over.
you. Tell Jason Mosley.
Fine, you can lay on your stomach then.
All right.
Look at this. I mean, I hate to say it, but she fits the profile.
Tell Jason.
I mean, just disgusting.
Tell Jason Mosley.
Fine, you can lay on your stomach then.
All right.
Just pig. She's a pig. She's a pig. I mean, I guarantee you, whoever her boyfriend or girlfriend is not a happy person. I bet she's single.
Tell Jason. Tell Jason Duncan.
Oh, you're getting
Good.
felony charges.
Good. Tell him. Tell him. I have my body cam too.
Look how happy she is to be in the center of all the guys. She's obviously a dyke, and she wants to be respected as a man. She could be trans, which is fine. I support gay and trans people, but I don't support them when they just want to be one of the tough guys. And you're not, honey. You're not one of the tough guys. You're not tough enough to take on a man. Look how she's standing. Are her latissimus dorsi that big? She has to stand like this. Look how she's standing. She really thinks she's something special. She really does. Like, she doesn't have any skills other than doing this to people. She could never do what you and I are doing. She wouldn't take her time to help other people. She's literally a terrible person.
You want to play these fucking games, Justly? I'll play them too.
Look at her standing with her arms out. Your lats are not that big, honey. My lats aren't that big, and I'm all back.
No.
Look at her. Disgusting.
I'm not that guy.
No, you're attacking the guy in handcuffs.
They're just leaving there.
Dude, quit trying to assault me. I'm not that guy. I done told you who the fuck I was.
Well, you're have about 3 or 4 felony counts going on. You
For
know?
what?
Assault on a police officer.
What
Look how she's standing. Assault on a police officer.
did I do to assault you, Justly?
You hit him and you hit
What did I?
You never got hit. She's sitting there lying on camera. He never hit her. She's a lying little witch.
On a police officer.
What did I do to assault you, Justly?
You hit him and you hit
What
him.
did I do that assaulted him? What did I do? Because
She's sitting there lying. She's just making things up. It's on camera, chick. It's on camera. You're lying.
somebody starts hitting
Look at her stand over the top of him.
me and I don't allow him to do it, and you want to play this game?
She said he punched me?
Because somebody starts hitting me and I don't allow him to do it, and you want to play this game?
He also punched me? Really? When? He grabbed your wrist and you couldn't get away. Both those cops sat there and lied. He never punched either one of them.
You don't? Okay. Well, then don't be called.
Look at that pig walking like she has some gigantic back. You don't, honey. You don't.
Joint response. And all.
I can guarantee you, you're not going to be what you put underneath it.
Okay.
Put underneath you.
Dude,
Help you stand up.
Just put bend in my wrist and I'll help you up.
I'm going to get your arm.
Okay.
They're twisting his wrists in the torture cuffs.
On my wrist.
Stand up.
Grab on my wrist. Just help me up. You're going to help me.
Why do they keep turning the microphones off? Oh my God. Look at her. What a joke. She looks absolutely pathetic. Sorry, she does. She looks pathetic. I mean, pathetic. This chick's in charge of who? She shouldn't be in charge of anything.
There's no reason to be like this. I'll escalate this to what it needs to be, and that's fine. Bro, hey, you're not going to take me down.
Why do they keep turning the sound off? Look at his arms. His arms don't belong in that position.
Could have been mine right here.
I mean, look how convoluted his body is to pin his wrists behind his back like that. He's too big to be in that position. I mean, look how they're jostling this guy. He can't go anywhere. He's 300 pounds with his wrists behind his back. If he runs, let him run. He'll fall over. Look how they're treating a human being. And there's a pig who shouldn't be in charge of anything. Look, they're pulling on his wrist because it hurts your cuffs. They're pulling on the wrist because it hurts your wrist while they're in torture cuffs.
All right.
See, once he let go, watch. He lets go of the cuffs. There's no reason to hold them. Watch. There's no reason to be holding the hand to begin with.
All right. Yeah. You're right.
Now he goes back to Look what he's doing to the man's arm. Look how he's pulling his hand back across the wrist. The bar right there in the cuffs stops it, and he's pulling it across it to cause pain. It's called a pain compliance. That's what they call it. Look what he's doing. Look what he's doing to the guy's hand. Why is he doing that? Why the fuck is he doing that?
Go.
Why is he doing that to the man's hand? Why is he doing that? Wow. Just the bullying. That's not a way to put a guy in a car. Oh my God. Oh my. I hope we go into a war.
We're gonna get it.
Go get it.
Get in there.
I'm sitting down. I need my shoe. My foot's burning.
Get in.
Okay. I'm in here.
Put your butt on that chair. Let's go.
Get my shoe and I'll be
We're
fine.
gonna get it.
Bro, I'm telling you how to help me. I'm not playing these games.
Special thanks to all these cop suckers right here. I would put it down in the chat, but I wouldn't want to share this video with anybody. I hope it escalates. I'm not going to start it, but I hope it escalates. I hope we go to a war against these pigs. I really do. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of pigs. I'm sick of it. I'm not going to start any wars, but I would certainly watch one. That's for sure. I certainly would love to see it happen. And every one of you pigs would be mowed down. You would have no chance. Zero. They keep abusing us. Do you see how they were treating this guy? Maybe he's drunk. Maybe he's intoxicated. Maybe he's not on all. He said, "Are you okay?" "No, I'm not okay." "You okay?" "Yeah, I'm fine. I want to go." So maybe he wasn't okay. Maybe he's going through some stuff. And instead of treating him with any modicum of decency at all whatsoever, they abuse him the entire time. They abuse him. And they wonder why we literally hate them. You know, I don't want people to die. I get a little pissed off, but it has to change. I don't like it when people die because they never have a chance to show that they could be a good person. They never have a chance to prove to their mother and their father and their sister and their brother and their friends from elementary school and junior high school, college. They never get a chance to prove to their sports teams that they overcame being a piece of shit. They don't ever get to see it. So, yeah, just disgusting. It's just we're looking at the end of our country, because I'm not gonna. I mean, I'll tell you what. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If you get pulled over by the police and you don't have my trifold above on your visor, you're making a huge mistake. You can't have a back and forth with these cops. You just saw on video, they attack immediately. You can't have a consensual conversation. "Hey, this is a welfare check. Are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm fine." Tries to drive away. No. They got to chase him down. "Hey, this is a welfare check. I plead the Fifth Amendment." And you give them your trifold immediately. The moment you have an interaction with a pig and he's at your window, grab your trifold off your visor. "I plead the Fifth." Don't say anything else, especially if you've been drinking like this guy's been drinking. It looked like, I don't know if he's drunk or not. How do we know if he's been drunk? He just got beat up. You have got to use my trifold. You cannot talk to these pigs. I think I gave away about 75 trifolds today. This morning for 2 hours plus, I sat there and clicked away free trifolds. If you got one, put a one in the chat. I sent off free trifolds to hundreds of people, 75 people this morning at least. DLZ Clips got a copy of the email that I sent. I sell these things for $9. It's how I make a living. But more than anything else, I give them for free because I don't want you to talk to cops. I don't want you to talk to cops. I literally hate them. I hate these guys. How could you like what you're seeing? Like when it makes me start to curse and feel anger and I want to see us go to a war and all this shit. It's just so wrong what they're doing. It's so wrong. The only way that we can really, truly save ourselves is to avoid these nasty pigs at every single corner. When the cops pull you over, you pull your trifold down, you invoke your Fifth Amendment right. Give me your license, registration, proof of insurance, and stop talking. If this guy had had his license, registration, proof of insurance in his trifold, the moment the cop walked up to him and said, "Hey, you okay? This is a welfare check," he could have said, license, registration, proof of insurance, I plead the fifth. And then if he's drunk, they could have dealt with him being drunk right there. But if he's not drunk, if they're lying about smelling alcohol, which they do all the time, stop resisting, stop resisting, stop resisting. He's resisting. You saw at least 2 of those cops lie. You saw 2 of those cops openly lie on film that he punched them. You cannot talk to these filthy pigs. And if you're a pig, you should resign and join the side of goodness. If you watch this and you're a pig and you're still a pig, you're a scumbag, bro. I have no respect for you. This whole thing made me so, I've had a frustrating day. Just frustrating day. Where was that at, Blue? I didn't see that. Federal judge orders cops to stop abusing drivers. I think I did see that blurb go by my thing. I didn't get a chance to read it. I think I saw what you're talking about. But Blue, will you email that to me? DeleteLaws@gmail.com. DeleteLaws@gmail.com. Big round of applause. Thank you to our special guest, Dragonet Transparency, for coming. I'm going to be on here tomorrow in the morning, afternoon sometime, because I'm going to call Oklahoma and Tennessee tomorrow morning, afternoon. I'm not sure which time just yet. Come back and check the channel for when I'm going to be going live tomorrow morning. Yeah, I agree with Mitzi. He didn't look or sound, they say it all the time. Oh, you smell drunk. You look like you're drunk. I've been told I've been drinking. I don't drink alcohol, y'all. Once a blue moon, I'll drink alcohol. And if I do have a drink of alcohol, I'm not going anywhere near a vehicle. They want to arrest me so bad, I would never. So it's like, I know it. I know it. It's just so ridiculous. You have rights, cops have duties. It is so stupid. And so I don't drink. It's just, if anybody knows me and like they know me, I don't drink. It's just not part of my program. I'd rather smoke some weed, but I don't drink alcohol. It just makes me fat, makes me soft. I don't like it. Makes me weird the next day. So I don't really drink a lot of alcohol. Once a blue moon, I'll have a drink. Last drink I had was in New Hampshire. So I got pulled over one time and the cop said I was drinking. And I was like, bruh, I don't drink. And it was like one of these things before I was in front of the camera activists. He's like, smells like you've been drinking. I looked at him and I said, bro, I don't drink alcohol, period. I don't do any drugs. And he started the back and forth with me. And I said, listen to me, bud. I'm in 100 times better shape than you. I could outrun you. I could outwalk you. I could beat you in hopscotch. You want to play 2 square? I'll beat you in 2 square. But don't sit here and lie and say I've been drinking when I have not been drinking. And the cop was like, I guess he hasn't been drinking. And he stopped with that bullshit line of questioning. But I've had to deal with it myself, and I just don't drink. It's not what I do, Not that I'm a recovering alcoholic or anything. It's just not my program. You know what I mean? I'm more worried about the fat. See how overweight that guy was? There is a fat guy inside of me way heavier than the guy we just saw. There is a fat guy in me dying to get out. He's like punching me in the face. Let me out of here. Get your cheeks fatter. I want to be fatter. I come from a pretty overweight family. I am on the verge of my giganticness. I can't wait. Someday I'm going to be huge. Sorry for the F-bomb. I lost my cool there for a second. I can't stand these filthy pigs in our country. I just can't stand them. I can't stand them. So listen, do me a favor. If you don't have my trifold yet, it's $9 for the digital trifold, $30 for the indestructible trifold. Of course, it's destructible. You can eventually destroy it if you try, but then I give a ton of them away for free. You have to go through my email, go to the inquiry form on my website. I'm not going to reply emails. Go through the inquiry form on my website so I can register your email address and do what I'm doing with my life, and then I'll get you a free trifold as soon as I can. I sent off at least 75 today, so I just want you to have the trifold in your car. I was talking to someone earlier today and they say they print them out and give them out to people. I said, do it. Print them up. Go hand them out. I don't get the $9. Okay. But maybe, just maybe, it saves someone's life. Maybe, just maybe. You invoking your Fifth Amendment right and saying, here's the most on point case for marijuana. Here's the reason why you have to use the trifold. All right, I'll get the flock out of here before I keep going. I've been awake for like 40 hours. You sent me the trifold and all the other downloads on March 17th, 2022. prior to your trip to Ironton, and we've been friends ever since. Yeah, pretty much. Just so you guys know, when I send out, I guess I'm kind of hurting my own business here a little bit. And DLZ Clips is like, shut up, dude. We spend hours doing this. But pretty much when I send off a free trifold, I send off everything. I send off the digital poster that you print out at Kinko's or FedEx. I send out the ebook. I send out the Mullen Commission, the LaGuardia Report, the Racist Origins of Gun Control, the Knapp Commission, the Mullen Commission, the Wickersham Commission. I pretty much just put everything that I sell on my website into an email, and I sent it out today to 75 people. So Marcy got hers in March of 17th of 2022, a year ago. And yeah, all the other downloads. Yeah. If I send you guys the poster, just so you guys know, the 27 by 40 poster on my website that you buy for like 20 or 25 bucks, or I send it to you on email, that poster, if you print that poster out and you put it up in your house, just put it on the wall with all the icons of history on it. People migrate to the poster and they stand around. They start going, who's that? Who's Rutherford Hayes? Who's that? Who's this guy right here? Who's that one right there? Who is this? Who's this character from history here? If you get the poster and it's 27 by 40, you'd go down to Kinko's or FedEx, print it out, or you can buy the $100 one, which, you know, whatever, man. I just want you to get the poster. So go down to FedEx, Kinko's, and print it out and put it on your wall. It's unbelievable how many people stand around and stare at my poster. Have you guys seen it? Have you guys seen my poster? Let me show it to you, and then I'll get the flock out of here. Then I will get the flock. I wonder if they even have it on this computer. Did I see V Boyer in here earlier, by the way? I thought I saw V Boyer. There it is right there. So if you take this poster that I sent off to 75 people today, and you put it on your wall, people will stand around and talk about this poster all day long. It is crazy because there's just so many things on it. There's so much interesting data. There's so much interesting data. Here's the civil rights icons. If anybody can name all the civil rights icons, I'll give you a free printed digital. I'll give you a free trifold hard copy that I buy and I give to you. If you can name all of the icons right here in the 60s era, if you could, well, not these guys. These guys are scumbags down here. Reagan, people praise Reagan all the time. What a piece of shit. He was a bigger piece of shit than Nixon, and Nixon started the war on drugs. But this poster, if you put it on your wall and then you go up here and you learn these, people always ask me, how do I get started, Chille? What do I do? Learn every single case on my poster. Learn every single detail about Carroll, about Miller, about Brinegar, about Kent versus Dulles, about Map, Ohio, U.S. versus Guest, Griswold versus Connecticut. This was your birth control case here. Loving versus Virginia. Katz versus United States. Katz versus United States is going to overturn the 1928 case of Olmsted versus United States right here. Do you know what the Olmsted case is about? If you don't, you should know. I've taught it a lot, so I'm not going to teach it again, but I will teach it again. But that's that poster. You put that poster on your wall, people will stand around it and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk because there's just so much information on there. And then when you get over here and it says the unedited history of the United States, you know, I built this myself with my buddy in Los Angeles, and it took us a week of putting this poster together. All these heads I had to cut out, the 3 branches of government, all the courts, all the Supreme Courts we've had, and all the chief justices. So this took me a long time. This took a long time to build. All right, guys, good to see everybody here today. If they're walking and stopping you, I just made a video about this the other day. Am I being detained or am I free to go? So if you're walking down the street, like Mac just asked, and the cops say, hey, freeze right there, we want to talk to you. Am I being detained or am I free to go? I'm being detained. I invoke my 5th Amendment right to remain silent. That's the entire conversation you have with cops if they stop you when you're walking down the street. That's the entire conversation. You know, I'll even go a little further and I'll pull my shirt up and show them that I don't have a gun. Am I being detained or am I free to go? You're not being detained. Okay, I have no weapons. So you're being detained. Great. I have no weapons. So there's no reason to put me in torture cuffs. I'm being detained. Okay, I'm detained. I'm not going to move from this area. I plead the 5th. Charge me or don't. Let me see some ID. Nope. You can charge me with probable cause or I walk. That's it. That's the entire thing. Thanks, Blue. Appreciate it. Matt, good to see you. Fruits of Faith. Good to see everybody. Mike, where you been, Mike? Mike, where you been, buddy? Mike was one of my very first subscribers on YouTube. He was Mike. I don't want to say it wrong. Petapass. I don't want to say it wrong. But he was one of the very first people that I met on YouTube. And that was in, would have been January. When I started on YouTube was January of 2022. But I had an account before. But then when I started doing lives, I think I think it was December of 2021, because 2022 January is when I left TikTok completely. All my accounts got banned, and then I came over to YouTube full time. All right, listen, I will get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I really appreciate it. Sorry I dropped the F-bomb. I've been awake for 40 hours. I got to get some sleep. So, once I get some sleep, I should be okay. But I need a good night's rest. Civil law has no power in common law state. Mike, good to see you, buddy. Any of my other friends in here? DJ Smith, good to see you. I was on Mr. Hans. I was on San Joaquin Valley Transparency in August of 2021 is when I was on San Joaquin Valley Transparency's channel. Pretty good interview. It was a pretty good interview at the time. They came to my office and I interviewed him, interviewed with him and all of his kids. And I really liked his kids. I thought his kids were great. So cool. Appreciate you, Donald. Good to see you, man. All right, I'll get the flock out of here. Thanks for letting me rattle on and on and on forever. I was really pissed. I'm pissed. I need to go to sleep. I don't hope we go to a war. I was fired up. I don't want to see anybody die. I don't want to be a part of death. I don't want that in my life. You know what I mean? Guys who go to war, and I've known a couple of them in my lifetime because I'm from a small town. Guys who went to war and saw action, they come back and they have a different look in their eyes. So I don't want to see people die. I don't. I just get pissed off, But the cops are lucky that we don't turn on them. I wouldn't, because I don't want to kill people. I don't want to shoot people. I don't even want to punch people. So, I get mad sometimes. Oh, I got an ego. All right, I'll get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming. See you on the next one. Later, Gators.